menangan. Dan tentu saja...
Jumeng.
Cuma yang diomongin.
Tadi kok Delwin bilang Bude kalau mainnya kayak kemarin disuruh jualan ayam aja katanya.
Oke. Hari ini mainnya nggak kayak kemarin kan berarti hari ini?
Iya benar.
Oke. Hari ini tetap main Mobile Legends berarti ya?
Main Mobile Legends.
Terus-terusan apalagi siap-siap playoff nih.
Benar, jadi kayak apa ya Bude ya? Biar punya kepercayaan aja sih main di playoff, soalnya kayak orang-orang ngeraguin kita banget kan. Itu aja sih.
CEO pun kayaknya ikut
Iya,
ragu juga ya?
Kemarin sih waktu kalah dia Nino ngerasa dia terpukul banget, kayak nggak ada harapan gitu di playoff. Mungkin dengan cara kita menangin sekarang dia ada keyakinan.
Harapan pastinya ya. Ya jangan. Tapi Nino pasti nggak mau mengecewakan dong hasil hari ini juga. Pokoknya berpikir nggak playoff di depan mata dan tentunya tidak mengecewakan.
Iya benar. Gak mau nangis lagi sih lebih tepatnya.
Oke, berarti harus menang dong.
Ya harus menang.
Seperti hari ini kita ngelihat kalau Rine bermain dengan jungler bukan assassin. Serem banget hari ini. Kamu mau nunjukin kalau kamu nggak cuma main jungler assassin doang.
Enggak sih Bude, mau main aja.
Main aja. Dan tadi kita ngelihat kamu bermain Baxia. Apakah emang menculik Baxia dari, mengambil Baxia dari Annabelle adalah strategi Rine untuk menang?
Enggak, emang pengen gelinding-gelinding.
Habis gelinding-gelinding.
Ya.
Tadi ngelawan yang gelinding-gelinding juga Annabelle. Lalu Fredrin apakah jawabannya tadi?
Apa?
Tadi di game kedua. Xbox, apakah itu jawabannya?
Nah itu soalnya kan ngebakar jadi bannya kempes.
Oke. Memang tujuannya pengen ngempesin bannya Baxia.
Ya.
Oke. Tapi kalau melihat Annabelle satu sosok yang udah melalang buana di MPL, akhirnya kamu bisa melawan, kan leg satu Rina nggak main. Ngelawan Annabelle gimana nih hari ini?
Jago Bude, jago.
Jago. Apakah itu masuk ke dalam jungler terjago di MPL atau gimana?
Enggak sih Bude.
Siapa jungler terjago yang Rine udah lawan nih sepanjang MPL?
Oh my Kairi.
Oh my Kairi, oke.
Gila Jo.
Kairi, itu yang paling sulit dilawan.
Gila. Udah ganteng, mainnya ganteng lagi.
Thank you. Oh.
Dia kilo berapa tuh? Berapa tuh tadi no? Dua dia, kita mah cuma 10.
Iya, terus kok bisa menang?
Itu faktor H.
Hanya
Hoki.
Oh, hoki. Faktor hoki. Oke. Faktor Hijume dari Hijume bukan Hijume, hanya bukan Hijume.
Bukan hoki Bude.
Oh, hoki, tetap hoki. Tapi hari ini juga kita ngelihat bahwa banyak pergerakan-pergerakan yang bikin caster berteriak, Arfi! Langsung pada dada-dada, Arfi, hari ini kamu bermain. Dan 2-0 didapatkan. Melawan satu sosok gold laner terbaik di MPL Indonesia, Arfi. Eman, ini pertemuan pertamamu dengan Eman, bener kan?
Bener.
Gimana pengalaman bertemu dengan Eman, sosok yang
Jago banget dia Bude. Ngesolokin aku tadi.
Oke. Jadi pengalaman di solo kill Eman gimana? Merasa proud bisa di solo kill atau gimana?
Apa no?
Apakah pengen membalas atau
Pengen ngebalas nanti.
nanti di playoff?
Ya.
Tapi ini kan juga kali pertama derby STMO, gimana? Derby STMO.
Seru Bude.
Seru?
Seru.
Apa yang bikin paling seru?
Ketemu Eman di LAN.
Ketemu Eman di LAN. Sebelum bertemu Eman, apa yang kamu pikirkan tentang Eman? Eman tuh sosok yang seperti apa? Gahar.
Veteran aja, veteran.
Veteran.
Ya.
Setelah dihadapi,
Ya emang jago, beneran jago Bude, kayak yang di TikTok.
seperti yang di cerita-cerita itu memang jago ya Eman ya.
Jago Bude.
Merasakan sendiri, tapi dengan kemenanganmu hari ini, apakah ada mental booster sendiri untuk Arfi? Atau ada nggak sih yang kamu dapatkan dari kemenangan ini?
Ada Bude.
Apa tuh?
Lebih semangat aja.
Lebih semangat aja sih Bude buat nanti di playoff-nya.
Lebih semangat. Oke, ini hal yang menarik juga ya, dimana kita ngelihat Dreams bakal masuk ke playoff.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah masuk playoff. Tapi posisinya, berarti posisi 5, masuknya ke play-in.
Benar Bude.
Perjalanan berat nggak sih masuk play-in?
Berat Bude.
Gimana nih kalau udah berat, apa yang harus dilakukan oleh Alter Ego?
Bareng-bareng bersama kekeluargaan.
Kekeluargaan masih menjadi kekuatan dari Alter Ego.
Benar.
Cukup nggak nih kekeluargaan untuk masuk ke play-in, terus lanjut ke playoff-nya?
Insya Allah cukup.
Insya Allah cukup. Hasil penutupan hari ini untuk Dream sendiri, apakah peningkatan dari Alter Ego sudah terlihat?
Peningkatan sih ya kayak buat persiapan juga kan buat lawan BTR juga ketemu di playoff. Buat mood booster lah.
Buat mood booster. Nah, ngomong-ngomong kita kan berarti kalian akan bertemu kembali memang dengan apapun yang terjadi, siapapun yang menang atau apa, pokoknya 3 ketemu 6, 4 ketemu 5, dan memang sepertinya takdir akan meramaikan derby STM masuk sampai ke babak playoff. Hasil seperti ini yakin nggak bisa mengulanginya lagi?
Wah kalau itu sih Nino yang jawab ya karena Nino yang ngalamin terus kan.
Ngalamin terus. Ini kan derby STM bakal ketemu lagi nih. Mengulangi hal yang sama ini kan menang sekarang 2-0. Nanti best of 5 di sana.
Iya, kalau bahas playoff buat lawan BTR ya, mungkin kayak jodoh aja sih Bude. Kita sering banget, kita sering ketemu EVOS kalau nggak BTR, jadi sering banget bunuh-bunuhan sama mereka. Jadi ya udah gitu, udah biasa aja ketemu BTR. Bedanya ya mau nangis lagi apa mau menang.
Dan pilihan Nino adalah?
Pengen menang,
Pengen menang
gak mau
dong.
nangis, malu, ketawain mulu.
Ketahuinya sama Alter Champs pula.
Iya sama banyak orang sih lebih tepatnya.
Oke, dan pastinya kalau ngelihat dari hasil hari ini Jume, permainan dari Alter Ego nih ya, masuk ke babak playoff, apa plan kalian di break 2 minggu ini?
Plannya mungkin ya kita lebih bagus kali ya Bude ya. Nggak kayak kemarin kan mainnya nggak jelas kan. Ya mungkin kita lebih improve aja sih Bude, kayak lebih nyatu juga, lebih connect gitu sih. Kayak ya gitu dah, lebih bagus.
Sekarang udah jelas belum? Udah level kejelasan permainan Alter Ego tinggi?
Sekarang sih udah lumayan mendingan sih Bude.
Mendingan.
Iya mendingan.
Tapi ini adalah jawaban dari kemarin, kayaknya kalian misalnya ada kekurangan apa, kalian bisa cepat banget backup dan cepat banget untuk kembali naik. Itu faktor apa sih? Kalian bisa bounce back?
Nino jawab.
Nino jawab, semuanya Nino, jubir kamu ya.
Faktor meeting. Kalau udah dimarahin pasti pada bagus mainnya.
Kok Delwin suaranya bakal habis terus berarti ya marah-marah ya?
Pasti.
Oke, hari ini menang gak dimarahin dong?
Enggak, sumpah. Enggak. Enggak dimarahin, harusnya dia ketawa-tawa ini. Dengan logat ketawa dia itu lucu banget. Bude harus lihat sih nanti.
Oke, banyak kok sudah sering lihat ya.
Iya.
Kalau lagi
Ketawanya itu loh candu banget.
Candu banget. Oke, kita akan ketemu di babak playoff. Regular season kita harus berpisah dan buset, kayaknya di sini Alter Champs sudah rame-rame dan ada satu sosok yang biasanya nanti sih, itu biasanya satu sosok kalau datang bikin bala.
Iya, itu dia menang 1-0 kayaknya baru datang deh.
Oh baru datang?
Iya
Oh.
harusnya. Kok baru datang dia kok, sumpah kok baru datang kok.
Oke, harus dikunciin dia. Kemenangan hari ini, coba Nino sampaikan sesuatu dan kita akan bertemu di playoff. Ada yang mau disampaikan mungkin?
Yang disampaikan ya Allah.
Kunci ini.
Iya, yang disampaikan ya mungkin buat harapan buat tim mungkin lebih connect aja. Biar nggak pulang pertama sama buat Alter Champs dukung kita terus di playoff. Gua juga nggak mau gua nangis lagi nanti buat Ko Delwin. Ya udah dukung kita kok, jangan marah-marah lagi. Kita juga iya Udah itu aja sih Bude.
Itu aja.
Bingung mau ngomong apa
Oke,
soalnya.
Rine juga dong Rine.
Tak.
Untuk lawanmu di babak play-in, tahu siapa? Siapa nggak? Tahu?
BTR ya?
Betul, dibisikin dulu ya. Memang ini anak. Oke, untuk lawanmu Bigatron yang baru saja kamu kalahkan di play-in, silakan.
Apa pesan-pesan?
Ya.
Saldo Anda tidak cukup.
Oke. Berakhir dengan saldo Anda tidak cukup. Inilah dia performa dari Alter Ego yang naik turun dan pada akhirnya menaik ke babak play-in. Kita akan sambut mereka di babak play-off. Inilah dia kemenangan 2-0 dari tim Alter Ego. Hasil yang begitu mungkin mengejutkan bagi beberapa orang, namun ini adalah Alter Ego, anomali yang ada di MPL. Dan tentu saja kita memang berbahagia bersama di sini melihat match yang seru banget. Walaupun 2-0 tapi semuanya sudah memberikan yang terbaik dan kita akan Bude akan tunjukin langsung. Pertama-tama pastikan kalian punya aplikasi GoPay, yang belum punya langsung aja download karena download aja dulu GoPay sekarang juga. Setelah itu, setelah kalian download, buka dan buka kamera pada smartphone untuk scan QR yang ada di layar putih sebelah kiri. Habis kalian scan, klik buka hadiah. Setelah kalian klik buka hadiah, otomatis GoPay Coins akan masuk ke GoPay kalian. Enak banget gak sih? Dan ini adalah hari terakhir dari GoPay, GoPay hadiah GG. Semoga di playoff nanti bakal makin seru lagi dari GoPay. Regular season berakhir hari ini, jadi siapkan. Sudah siap? Siap, inilah dia. 3, 2, 1. GoPay hadiah GG. Udah langsung pada anteng ya, menang-menang baik, dapat GoPay koin. Yeay. Hore, congratulations semuanya yang udah dapat. Udah pada happy-happy bareng di MPL Arena. Dan semuanya langsung berfokus untuk merayakan dan mendapatkan GoPay hadiah koin. Dan kita juga melihat bahwa ternyata hasil memang bisa saja up and down. Dan kali ini Alter Ego yang ternyata lagi up-upnya. Semuanya penasaran bagaimana dari Alter Ego bisa memenangkan match dengan kill yang tidak lebih banyak. Langsung saja kita tanyakan kepada para caster yang bertugas. So caster, what happened? Ayo naon?
What happened? Ayan naon.
What?
What happened?
Oh, we're saving strat, bro. Is this, you guys surprised for some reason?
Saving strats, but pulling out the Benedetta.
Exactly, that's why we're saving strat. We've never done that before. It's like a, haha, whoa, you know?
Okay.
It's like shooting with my right foot when I'm left-footed, you know?
It's a known Bigatron strat.
Yeah, we've been saving strat since season 7, guys. How do you not know this? Come on. What?
Oh, this is a crucial moment, though. Dude, Nino in the back line, dude. Oh, Mirko. Seeing this play out live, you know, dang.
Dang indeed, man.
Boom, boom.
The main character, dude.
Yeah.
This is why it's been banned throughout.
Galaxy S25 series goes to Nino. Because that's the sound of the ambulance when they have to pick up BTR. My lord, game number 1, game number 2, the Badang damage build really worked out for him. And then in game number 2, he picked up the Lucas, which also had a big, huge, remarkable impact as well.
Look at the lead they were working with here, man. They had like a 3K, 4K gold lead.
Yeah.
They were getting solo kills. They had basically a wipeout earlier on. How the heck did it even happen? It feels so weird. Usually you can identify the exact moment where Bigatron lost control and all three goes start coming back. But in this game, it really felt so gradual. And maybe that's because there's so many skirmishes. It's hard to pinpoint the one big moment. But here as well, there were so many moments where you're like, okay, dang, all three go. They have just lost the control. Bigatron are gonna get back to it, be calm, calculated. But this fight, dude, it was so crazy, man. And in the end, the Lord falls to the hands of Altrigo, and the stalling comes through. And you gotta give credit to Arfi, dude.
Yeah.
Like, he was solid, doing a ton of damage. But man, Nino, of course, was the highlight here, just decimating the whole backline again and again. And even here, the flicker back into the action, dude. He wants all the smoke, and it doesn't matter. Through these chaotic moments there, that force you to just play instinctively. You can't even calculate properly who's gonna win in that fight. They were able to stall out the game. They're able to come back. They just have, I don't know what it is, man, that decisiveness, that craziness that allows them to just excel once they've caught up. Once the game was at like a 20-minute mark. Because remember, at one point, this game was, what, 17-10? Something like that. Bigachan had a huge, huge kill lead, and yet the gold was even. So whatever Altrigo was doing, whether that's trading, whether that's farming, whether that's sacrificing members to get the Lord, whatever the heck they're doing right now, it really is working.
At the end of the day, Alter Ego just, they don't want to sell chicken. All right.
They don't want to sell chicken. That's
They
what he
don't.
said.
Yeah.
If they lost this match, they would be forced to sell chickens. They would not be playing MLBB anymore.
No.
So no Ultra Go in playoffs if they didn't win here.
Yeah.
See, that's why BTR are just so kind. They're like, we don't want you to sell chickens.
Yeah, no chicken.
Yeah, they have given away a lot of, you know, they saved a lot of careers in the last 6, 7, 8 seasons. BTR.
Delwyn is kind of scary.
Codelwyn sounds like a very scary guy, dude. He said he was gonna burn the gaming house one day. Now he's gonna tell the players to sell Damn, like, well,
Desperate times call for desperate measures, man.
dude, I mean, like,
It
they
seems
were
to be
that
working.
scared. I mean,
It seems to be working. I don't know, man.
you're right. Before this, we've never seen that side of Codelwyn, and we saw a very shaky Alter Ego. After he started streaming, after he started calling out his own players,
That's true though.
maybe it's cool when you have a CEO that cares so much about you, right? It's like a parent. It's like, hey, you're gonna be out of the house, sir, if you don't make your bed.
Because on the same day of the burning the gaming house down, that was when they won.
Yeah, because dude, they don't want their house
No, they don't.
burned down
Where
by
would
their
they
own
live?
CEO. Would that even be like, would it call Delwyn? I don't think that's profitable, bro. Burning your own investment.
Maybe it doesn't matter.
Maybe he just has all the money in the world. Codelwyn. There you go.
Shout out.
Shout out to Codelwyn.
But I think we have M News, yeah.
Aurora Turkey
Wow.
will represent Turkey at MSC 2025 after winning MTC
Who would've guessed?
Season
Turkey.
5.
Oh my lord, yo, shout outs to my
They're
boy
back.
Apex 47. Shout outs to my boy TNZ. Shout outs to Rosa. Shout outs to Siggy Boom. And hold up.
Got this.
XP. They swapped out Alien for the S2G XP laner.
You got this. You got this.
Lunar.
Nice.
Shout outs to Lunar.
Nice.
Dude, it's so lifelike.
Yeah. And Bagdel Seth, the coach. Shout outs to Bagdel Seth.
I envy that memory, bro. It's pretty crazy. That is crazy.
Fun fact, Mirko was on the leaderboard of his school, like what, number 2
Yeah.
in grades?
Yeah. But I never studied.
I was number 1. I don't have that memory.
With that kind of memory, I mean, I guess who needs to
Bro.
study? Number 2.
Studying is for nerds. I'm
Number
not a
2 out
nerd.
of how many people?
I'm a geek. What?
Pretty
Number
crazy.
2 out of how many people? Do you know?
I think it was 19. It was a small class, bro.
2 out of 19.
Oh,
Yeah.
still,
We'll
that's,
take it.
still, that's still big.
We'll
Small
take it.
class. 18? 19?
All right, it's Mirko's turn
What's up?
with
Wait,
intelligence.
do we do this after during the closing or now?
Okay, sure. That's okay too.
So everybody does their own thing during the closing.
Okay.
But if you guys want to watch later on, I'll be chugging this whole bottle of Good Day so I can have a good week. If you guys want to have a good day with Good Day or a good day without Good Day, it'll be kind of tough to have a good day without Good Day because you need Good Day when you want to have a good day for a good week. So consume Good Day.
Exactly. Good day to get a good week, to have good days, and maybe even get good months.
If
Good
you drink Good Day
years.
every single day of the week, of the month, that means you'll have a good month. Now, if you drink a good day for every day of the week, of the month, of the year,
Then it'll be every year.
yeah, and then it keeps on going for a decade and then a century, and then you'll just be good.
Forever.
You want to be good? Some people just want to be bad, you know?
What?
Yeah, some people want to be bad.
Like
Like Michael Jackson band?
like bad or like
bad, like they're just
like ooh
mean people.
she's bad like that?
No,
or-
not the positive bad, like bad as in mean, angry.
Why would they want to be angry?
Dude, a lot of people just have anger issues, man.
Because even like Maleficent, we know the backstory. Like she wasn't actually bad.
I never watched that. I know Angelina Jolie though.
Thanos.
Thanos is bad, bro.
No, but he has like a reason behind it.
So it's okay to wipe half of
Just because
the
you
world.
can justify doesn't mean it becomes good.
Did you just say genocide is okay as long as you have the right reason?
It's all about the reasons, bro.
That's not what I said.
You have to
Oh.
cross-examine your reasoning. That's where
Yeah,
it is.
no,
what I
guys,
said.
santai bro, santai, wale, or
Pusupu.
oh, but this one's not for sale. But go ahead, check it out, guys, because we have amazing, amazing emotes. By the way, just this is, yeah, what you said was a joke.
That's not what I meant.
See, some people, Rojan Dumirai
He wants to be
wants
bad.
to be bad. See?
I want to be bad, yeah. But, you know, even if you're bad, you guys still need to prioritize protection. Okay?
Yes, protection is important,
Exactly.
whether you're good or bad.
Number one.
Especially if you're bad.
Yeah, because
Especially if you're bad,
you might
that's
want to
true.
hit people on the street. Don't do that, by the way. Don't do that.
Whoa,
But
that was a
pause.
shepherd's thing to say.
Let's say you accidentally hit someone on the street. It'll be better if he and you have RSV helmet because you're gonna be fine.
That's true.
Because in addition to the protection, you're also going to be protected in style.
Exactly.
And that's also very important. Okay?
You wanna know what's something cute? Baloyski posted a story one day of him riding his motorcycle
With his
and
girlfriend?
he had an RSV Geek Fam helmet.
Oh, that's so
and his girlfriend had an RSV Geek Fam helmet.
That's
and I was
really
like,
good.
damn.
So
I would want a BTR one, but I
if you
don't have
guys
a bike.
want a girlfriend, RSV helmet.
Yeah, sure.
That's how you do it.
Good day, RSV helmet, shower with Head and Shoulders,
Yep.
use the S35. I think you
Here.
should be good to go. Because you know, in life, there's this principle that I think LaFell taught me. You either have a good phone, smell good, or are energetic.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you only have one,
If you're one, you're cooked.
you're cooked.
If you have two, it's pretty good.
It's
If you have
okay.
three,
Easy mode.
even Henry Cavill. Never mind, Henry Cavill is too good looking.
Yeah. So before we resume the last match of the day, last match of the regular season, we're gonna go to a break. So we'll see you soon. We'll be right back.
Ya, aku bareng. Ulang dong.
Gak perlu.
Guys, review.
HP baru, nggak pakai lama. Dompet andalan gamers banyak damage-nya.
And the Khalid went Thunderbelt and Immortal. What could have been different? Traded. Wait a second, Zoilo.
Dude, Sway low.
What?
No Purify. Second time. What? Huh?
He is
Why?
disrespecting Dewa right now, just walking up like that with all the crowd control tools available. There was no need to even do that. He has the range advantage technically. Now Dewa are gonna get the control. They're gonna get the first turtle. Already a good start for them, a bad start for Evos.
Bro, I will go as far as to say that 2 of the last fights have all been on Sway low. That fight earlier was a win by Dewa because they didn't have Revitalize on key, which was baited out because of Sway low, and then he got picked off.
That's exactly it, man. The Revitalize is a super valuable tool in the early game. Just because of the base healing, before even talking about the max HP scaling, key there on a pick that can't really make the plays happen too fast, too excitingly, can't really capitalize on Azura moving forward aggressively there.
We're looking at the audience prediction now by GoPay. 67% though, as another rotation comes in from Key.
Traction Pulse in the back now. Erlan looking for the shot. Albert able to find the kill, but he's gonna be pinned down under the wall now. Albert next one beats over to Spencer. Good Spear of Misery. Ray gets the Appraiser's Wrath. He gets away. 1 for 1. Roam for XP.
And Roam for XP is worth it for Dewa, man. Ray was kind of low, but he's gonna still be able to fight back here. Trying to get his hands onto Albert. But Albert did a great job as well, deciding when he's gonna go in aggressively. Ooh. In the invades here for Dewa, man. They want to try and find more moments like that, but Evos are doing a great job just matching the wave presence. Whoa.
Swalo, the Purify, Traction Pulse 2, able to survive in the mid lane. But no Purify for the next turtle.
Okay, that was a 1v3 situation though, right? So he did burn the Flicker, the Purify. That's going to be information over for Dewa to perhaps look for an opportunity, but there were resources also baited from the side of Dewa. Considering both of these teams want to look for a 1-up in this next neutral objective, it does make sense. We do see a rotation coming from Key to try and punish Rez or look for an upper hand onto Rez. Not going to be able to do it, but go in for the faster clear as they're going to be able to get that faster setup too. Looks like Evos want to contest for the objective.
Looking at it, equal levels for both junglers here as Key hangs on to that turtle. Rez trying to force him off it. Will be able to do so.
Traction Pulse not landing, but a penalty zone does land, but it's only onto Rez. Let's find beats in the back line as Albert is able. Well, Ski actually takes a kill. Toshikesu gunned down by Erlan. Ray zoned away by Key with the Poissons. Free turtle, but Azura gets a few shots on the turret up top.
That's a 2-man down situation as well for the side of Dewa, so still something that Evos can take home and carry now that Erlan is going to be able to actually look for a counterplay onto the gold shield as well. Trying to look for more of an advantage, considering that it will take Azura a little bit more time to get to the power spike as compared to the Granger.
Now for Dewa though, again, they have the damage available. We've seen them take out members of Evos, but they can't really take out the front lines right now, especially if the Revitalize is available. But Dewa's gonna, ooh, Ray?
Gets away with the red tree.
Very bold, they're moving forward. Tsunami Slam.
Reggie gonna be chain CC'd under the turret. Walked up a bit too aggressively, and Ray gets the kill back.
So as I say, that there can't be a frontline pickoff from Dewa. They bring the turret into the equation, and they're able to do so. It's gonna be a conceal as well.
This crack and a pin down, but Erlan still free hitting in the back line. Toshikesu doesn't have Tsunami Slam, but it's a 3v5 in the bottom lane. Albert gets a turret up top. Erlan! Oh! Gets a shot on Toshikesu.
He has a Sky Piercer now already, right? So those are the stacks that are going to be building up for Erlan. Should be able to get a little bit more power in the mid game. That's Ray in the bush onto Suelo.
Traction Pulse. Ray's going to be caught, man. He's not an assassin. Won't be able to get Suelo down. Erlan picks up his second stack on that Sky Piercer.
Okay, things are getting very messy between these two teams. Spencer alone, 1v3. Not sure if he actually wants to go for the commitment onto that. Luckily, he goes for the disengage. But as a general check-in, Arashi, who has been holding on the control?
I think at this point it has to be Evos. They're the ones who dictate where they can actually move forwards. They are just trying to punish as much as possible. But if you notice, the only times they're able to do so in this early to mid game is with the turret helping them out to take out the frontliners. Just conceding control here. Evos trying to go for the turtle.
Rez looking for an angle again. Ray wants to get in there, but look at that front line. Zoning him away, perfect. Easy turtle, not perfect for Evos, 2-1.
Okay, we did see some movements coming in from Azura in the bottom lane, but it wasn't enough to take down the turret anyway. So technically there's been no trade from Dewa. 2,000 gold lead. Albert now has a Holy Crystal. Things are working in favor of Evos. And don't forget the 2 stacks onto Erlan that might just keep growing.
And on top of that, Azura has been left alone for a prolonged period of time, but he's still like 700 gold below. Oh, look at the damage!
Free kill, the traction pulse sets him down for an easy shot. Another stack for Erlan and another gun for Erlan.
Oshikesu trying to stop Reggie though. Azura trying to escape, but Erlan's in the area. Whoa, whoa!
Uh-oh, Purify out from Erlan. Now penalty zone! Azura forced to flicker out. The re-engage from Evos. Look at the back line. Albert jumping in. Electrifying beats into the back line. Azura still there. Tsunami slam! Albert kills him in the air! Key with the dive in with the shield into the attraction pulse. Pulls him back. Sway low! Gunning them down. Spencer, the only member left standing.
Okay, I thought Key wasn't taken down in that, but he was. That's a 4-for-1 trade. Super worth it for Evos, and that's why, right? The first happenings of that was Spencer getting taken down in the mid lane, and we were wondering why the Jushin pick into this composition. The lack of range has made it very difficult for Spencer to have an impact in the game, and this pincer move coming from Evos was just so brilliant.
It's good that Albert was able to proc the electrifying beats before the Tsunami Slam comes in. So he was doing damage even though he was getting crowd controlled. And overall, there's just not enough burst damage for Dewa to be a real threat. So even if Albert is in the front line, he knows that when he gets taunted, there's going to be time for his team to respond or for him to actually get out with the outplay. It's going to be a lord check from Evos right here. Dewa are trying to go for that split, but they can't pressure.
No, definitely not. Again, Rez walking out on the Sway Low, goes for it, fist crack too, but there's no one there. Oh, Sway Low just having a blast there. Ray against everybody. Albert there, traction, pulse, and Erlan gets a double kill.
What are they doing? 2-for-0 trade. They wanted to go. Did they want to commit to the 50-50?
Oh, Azura!
He stopped it.
He could have recalled. Uh-oh! Key has high-fived him. The SOD lands. He gets away for a bit, but man, you cannot run from Erlan's Sky Piercer.
Everything is going wrong for Dewa United in this second game. We thought maybe a fighting chance as we got into the early start, but at this point, things are just getting out of control.
Everything cascading down for Dewa right now. Evo's back at an 8.5k gold lead. And again, they have the better siege, they have the better front line. On.
Erlan still has Purify. Oh, Reggae! Penalty zone. Spencer gets the shutdown, but Albert will run wild on him. Tsunami Slam, but it's Oshikesu who'll be burning. Oh, my lord! He gets away with a sliver of health.
It's Erlan finally shut down, though. Funny turn of events for that to happen. 7k gold lead. It has shrunken a little bit, but with the 2 members available, can they stop the Lord?
Oh, man. Oh, damage! Albert! That was a magic trick. You see him, you blink, and he's gone. GG Evos 2-0 clean sweep.
Finding their revenge here in leg number 2, the White Tigers finally show their fangs as their final performance here at MPL ID Season 15. No playoff run. So this is the last we'll be seeing of the White Tigers. And luckily for them, they're gonna close it out on a good note.
Pretty good note, man. 10 minutes and 48 seconds. Quick decimation of Dewa United by Evos there. with a solid game plan, with a solid execution, and a good mix of highlights for almost everyone on the team. That is a good note to end it on.
Oh man,
What's going on?
I wanted the Gemini to say Evos has beaten Dewa 2-0, but the game ended too quick.
Oh, man. Oh, wow. We're looking at the replay here of that game. Reggie, by the way, double boots, right, on his sub-emblems there. So he was very active around the map, looking for great opportunities. He was the one who initiated the pincer move in the top side as well.
Just a great move by Evos there. Every single time Dewa tried something out of the box, it's like they have them beat already in the predictions.
Absolutely. We're going to throw it over to Bude for the final bows from Evos and Dewa United.
Dan pada akhirnya kita telah menyaksikan bagaimana mereka berjuang hingga titik darah penghabisan. Dan ini adalah momen yang berharga tentunya disaksikan oleh anak Dewa yang berkumpul pula. Dan apakah ada yang ingin disampaikan? Karena ini adalah pertemuan kita yang terakhir di season 15. Dewa United silahkan.
Ya yang disampaikan cuman permintaan maaf aja sih buat Dewa United nggak bisa bawa ke playoff. Udah. Apa yang mau disampaikan? Yang mau disampaikan palingan cuman buat anak-anak Dewa. Makasih udah dukung kita terus dari awal sampai sekarang. Sorry belum bisa kasih playoff buat kalian. Dan gue juga pengen sorry buat Om, buat Kotomi, buat manajemen Dewa juga masih belum bisa bawa playoff. Ya kita usahain semoga season depan bisa lebih baik lagi sih.
Dewa United menutup season 15 berada di posisi ke-8. Namun kita tahu bahwa Dewa United akan kembali dengan penuh pengharapan. Dan kita akan saksikan dan kita akan melihat one last bow untuk Dewa United. Inilah dia. Mari kita beri tepuk tangan yang spesial. One last bow dari Dewa United. Perjuangannya harus kita acungi jempol. Walaupun gagal kembali untuk masuk dalam playoff, tapi kita terus berharap bahwa mereka bisa mendapatkan kesempatan lebih baik lagi di next season. Season ini telah berakhir dan benar-benar diharapkan segalanya yang terbaik untuk Dewa United. Hadir dengan penuh kejutan, Dewa United memberikan kisah yang penuh dengan intrik dan perlawanan yang begitu indah. Dewa United telah usai, begitu pula dengan tim Evos. Mereka mendapatkan kemenangan di match terakhir mereka. Mari sambut, inilah dia, tim Evos. Satu match penutupan dari Evos ditutup dengan kemenangan. Dan kita ingin mendengarkan sepatah dua patah kata dan mungkin silahkan.
Selamat siang semuanya. Ya sore. Untuk Evos fans, dimanapun kalian berada. Ya pertama kita mau minta maaf yang sedalam-dalamnya atas kegagalan kita di season ini. Ini pasti sangat mengecewakan kalian. Begitupun juga dengan kita. Kita mau ngucapin terima kasih juga sebanyak-banyaknya atas dukungan kalian yang tanpa henti ngedukung kita. Tapi sekali lagi kita minta maaf udah ngecewain kalian di season ini. Banyak yang berekspektasi tinggi di season ini, kita bakal dapetin hasil yang bagus. Kita juga sama, dari awal tim ini kebentuk, kita ngerasa tim ini punya potensi yang sangat besar, punya potensi yang sangat kuat. Kita punya level confident yang sangat tinggi, kita punya chemistry yang sangat hebat juga. Kita ngerasa kita bisa bersaing lawan tim manapun, kita bisa merasa menang juga. Di awal season kita dapetin start yang bagus, tapi begitu masuk leg kedua, Di leg kedua, sebenarnya kita masih punya level confident yang tinggi juga sebenarnya di leg kedua. Kita masih ngerasa sangat bisa bersaing, kita ngerasa masih sangat bisa ngelawan tim-tim lain juga. Tapi mungkin kita nggak aware kalau kita bisa kalah sama diri kita sendiri. Jadi terlepas dari apapun itu, sekali lagi untuk EVOS fans dimanapun kalian berada, saya mewakili teman-teman yang ada di sini, mewakili manajemen, mewakili coaching staff juga, dengan segala kerendahan hati kita minta maaf yang sedalam-dalamnya atas kegagalan ini. Dan terima kasih juga pastinya atas dukungan kalian. Satu lagi untuk tim-tim yang lolos playoff, good luck buat teman-teman saya yang masih berjuang di sana. Semoga siapapun wakil Indonesia di OEC nanti bisa bawa harum nama Indonesia. Kami EVOS, kami pamit.
Season 15, EVOS berakhir di posisi nomor 7. Namun di hati EVOS Frame, mereka tetap nomor 1. Dan inilah dia. Untuk season 15 harus berakhir, beri tepuk tangan, sambutlah tim EVOS. Semuanya telah diberikan. Dan EVOS harus berakhir. Kita sudah melihat dua tim harus mengucapkan salam perpisahan di season 15. Mereka harus terhenti, namun tim-tim juga harus maju dan menyadari bahwa mereka harus berkembang. Dan kita juga ingin mengetahui bagaimana kedua tim ini menutup match mereka di season 15. So, caster, break it down.
Thank you so much, Dewa United. Thank you so much, EVOS, for everything you've given to us, you guys back at home, the audience, everyone around the world, MPL enjoyers this season. It was kind of sad though, bro.
It really is whenever we reach the end of the season, especially because right now it's not as clear cut, you know? It really seemed like they had a chance, and Avil himself said it. They had the confidence, but they maybe overlooked the possibility that they would lose not to other teams, but to themselves. Man, those are some words, man.
Yeah, truer words could not have been said. I agree. They lost because of themselves. Changing rosters one by one every single week. Yeah, they beat themselves.
Is what it is.
I hope they can learn from that, right?
I hope so.
They can reflect, because no matter what happens, again, this player, this alien, this player of the match presented to you by the official tournament smartphone Samsung Galaxy S25 series, he deserves playoffs. He's that good.
I mean, you saw the decision making, you saw the plays. Even when the team is on the back foot for EVOS, even in that second leg, Albert was able to just find ways to be effective, to get a significant gold amount in the jungle, and EXP, to keep up an EXP as well. This is a player with such talent, with such experience. It really is sad to see him not make it to the playoff stage, especially with everyone looking forward to, you know, the potential new EVOs that really could maybe take this scene by storm. You're seeing again some of the highlights right here. Albert knowing exactly how far he can push the limits of this Joy, showing again with the right picks, with the right backup as well. Him and the team overall have great potential. And unfortunately, that was the last we'll see of them for this season. But hopefully, looking at some of the moments here, we can be reminded that the potential is still there for sure. And they might come back even stronger and really surprise everyone the next time we see them on stage.
Yikes. For me, Dewa as well, though, it's like they went for utility jungle, and we've learned from a couple of teams that when you do go utility jungle, you want to carry with damage, right? Like Ranger Kimmy usually, when they don't get that more damage, like Farsa in the mid lane, when they still don't get that, they go XP damage. They went utility mid, late game gold, and a utility jungler. Like, were they playing for 30 minutes? Was that the plan? even then they'll be out damaged.
Seems like they overestimated the damage from the Fredrin. If you look at the kills, it also reflects the exact same point, Mirko. Like, for the most part, it's the Fredrin, right? Who's going to be attacking the front line? The Fredrin. Who's going to be dealing the damage? The Fredrin as well. He's actually the, I believe, if you look at the graphs here, the highest damage dealer on the whole team still. Even with everyone else, you know, still brawling it out. Even when the game got to that mid-game stage and Azura was participating, they're just putting everything on that Fredrin, and it really isn't feasible, especially after we already mentioned that there's a bit of a counter situation here when you pick that Fredrin against the Baksha.
Very difficult to execute. Unique drafts, that's why we were talking about it even before we got into the game. Considering Jushin, sometimes if you're able to snowball, you also can deal a lot of damage, right? We've seen like Jushin Skypiercer, that really works. But obviously Dewa weren't able to build a snowball, and they also weren't able to carry it to the late game.
But that matchup though, the Tushin against the Kimi, that is a brutal one, man. Because again, you get kited so easily.
Yeah.
You saw that even when Sway Lo gets caught, he needs to be in a really bad spot for him to actually get taken out. Which is maybe why he was overextending so much in the early game. He understood that, you know, what are the odds, right? How well can they possibly get me? Well, they did get him, right? But only in the early game. Towards that late game, we saw Suelo getting dove on. He just started moving backwards, outputs a lot of damage. And even if he doesn't really seal the deal, the rest of the team have more than enough damage to just decimate Dewa United.
Which is why even in the drafting phase, I think we were questioning the Sicilian and Farsa ban in the second phase from Evos, but that actually forced Dewa into that position, right? What was left? Valentina Jushin. I think the Yves was also an option, but it also wasn't as an efficient pick. Valir.
Vexana.
I guess there was still Vexana, but
Nah, that was the same. It's utility jungle. I mean,
Yeah.
utility
Grasping
mid.
at straws at that point.
Like, they put themselves in that situation, man. They could have been the ones to pick Kimi first with the Kalea. There was no pressure on picking up Fredrin. The Joy was already seen on the enemy side. Yet they still went for Fredrin and Kalea, giving the Kimi over and the Baksha. It's like, they put themselves in there, man.
but put yourself in a good position with Gopi, ladies and gentlemen, because you guys can win awesome prizes. So many things that you can actually use your tokens for. For every token that you get per vote for your champion, you guys can actually trade them out for motorcycles, phones, power banks, wireless earphones, and even electric motorcycles. As of right now, there are already 2 electric motorcycle winners, 5 smartphone winners, 5 power bank winners, and 25 wireless earphone winners, which means that there are still 13 remaining electric motorcycles among so many other crazy prizes.
Check it out now, man. I mean, for you guys back at home, it's so much value, especially with the Naruto collaboration right now. You want to get as many diamonds as you can with the top-ups, with these promos here and there, plus even more rewards with 15 electric motorcycles, 5 power banks. You already heard it, all right? You still don't know how to do it? My lord. Rashi, tell them.
You go to gopay.co.id/games, and then you select the top-up game icon. You click the trophy icon on top right. You vote now to get a token, and then you pick your winning team and the match score.
Okay.
You insert that in, and you get up to 59 free diamonds and 1 token free for your first vote. And that's the token that you spin in the gift arena, and that's how you get them prizes, man. And of course, you can also get more tokens by topping up your game credits starting from just 10,000 IDR, which is nothing, right? Your token will be available right away for spinning as you top it up.
Imagine topping up 10,000 and getting like a electric motorcycle.
That's a 10K bike.
That's a 10K diamond bike.
That's crazy.
Damn, that's a cheap bike, man. It's a crazy W value. Speaking of W's, WDP is only around 26,000 IDR plus tons of extra promotions. Top up now, grab that new hero skin.
Do it now.
Hero.
Okay, it's affordable, it's cheap,
1 rupiah,
100%
bro.
secure. It's only what?
1 rupiah, bro. MPL Pasty GG. That's the
Wow.
promo code.
Use the promo code, guys.
You know what 1 rupiah is? Just 1 USD is 16,000 IDR.
So 1 rupiah is
Nothing. That is literally nothing. Maybe nothing would have more value.
It's not even a cent, by the way. So
No.
So what are you waiting for? Top up now. You can also scan the QR code down below if you guys can't, you know, memorize information like me. So MPL Pasti Gege, maybe it's too hard for you to scan the QR code.
Check it out right now, boys. It's as easy as that.
What's that? That's Naruto, which are the skins that are still available, and you guys don't want to miss your chance to get your hands on it, all right? Do it now. Sakura, who else? Lucas.
Kakashi. The
Sakura,
only one you
Naruto.
remember is Sakura?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
There's,
She's the-
what's the one that you have to do the missions
Gaara.
for? Is this Gaara?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
it's
Gaara.
Gaara. Yeah, Gaara.
As a kid, I actually memorized how to do a Chidori.
Okay, do
This
it.
This is how you do it. You got it.
Okay, start.
Start.
3, 2, 1, go.
Close enough. No, that's literally how you do it. Yeah, I memorized it when I was a kid.
I feel like the hand seals are a bit rough on the edges there, Mirko.
Yeah, but it's the same. It's like it's the.
It's one of these, no?
No, there's no that. This.
Yeah, I don't know that's that one.
Yeah. That's the Chidori right there, brothers. Naruto. Did you say nerds?
No.
Don't you have like
I
a
said
Lord of the Rings
Indie
tattoo?
Home. I said Indie Home by Telkomsel because you guys don't want to lag when you're ranking up. Not even just ranking up, but also ranking up on MCGG, okay? You guys don't want to lag there either. So don't forget to get your hands on the packet G2 1. You get speeds of up to 100 Mbps for only 375k IDR. Wow. Subscribe now via MyTelkomsel or tsel.id/nacional.
That is the reason we don't lag anytime, any place, anywhere. Even in MCGG, when
don't wanna
you
lag.
technically can lag, but it's all right.
It's not. It's really not.
not, right?
It's really not. Like if you need a Leomord and you get the Leomord roll and then it suddenly changes thingy and then you
man.
forget to pick the Leomord, you'll be dead.
If you're
That's
playing
it.
Fast
It's
8, you
over.
can lag. But if you're playing reroll, you gotta have that connection, man.
It's
Those
over.
mechanics of like reroll, buy, sell. You need to, especially when you
Exactly.
transition. If you want to transition, hey, you know all these terms. How do you know? You guys are pretty good at the game, but try to beat the others in the community, yo. MCCT2.
Is in full swing. All right, after fierce group stage clashes, we've already seen the top 16. So you guys can actually catch the semifinals and the finals live from the 23rd of May to the 25th of May, streaming daily at 7 o'clock.
Count?
January,
How do you even
March,
do
April,
that?
May.
I can't, like, this doesn't tell me it's May.
Huh? January, February, March, April, May.
You had to count?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't memorize.
Yeah.
But before we get into our second match to see the standings and how it will look like during the playoffs between Alter Ego and Bigatron, we are going to throw it over to a short break. So we'll see you after for more MPL ID Season 15 action.
Peace out, yo.
Bye.
My goat's birthday is today.
Ya, aku bareng. Ulang dong.
Gak perlu.
Guys, review.
They're just outplaying again and again. Annabelle with the dodges, Luke with the early game brawl, and Moreno on the Selena. There's so many threats right now, so many concerns for Alter Ego. They're gonna try and contest for this neutral objective again probably, but they gotta be careful. They gotta find the right targets here.
And this time around, Rin isn't leading in terms of that EXP. Annabelle is actually a level ahead right now at 8. Alter Ego still want to go for the burst into the neutral objective, but Annabelle is coming.
Electrifying Beats, but it will be Rin who secures it. Moreno stopping their rotation up top. Still the Moscow farming.
And back again, so it's going to be back to the waiting game. Those abyssal arrows though from Moreno have been landing so well. For now, Altrigo are still able to brute force Bigatron away from the neutral objectives. Look at Dreams though.
Wow, flickers out. Finn is waiting in an angle. Arfi walks up.
Oh, that's a hit.
On he, Jermaine's looking at the play again. Moreno, hard guard on him. He will decide to use it. Oh, Moreno, SOD as well. Are they all going to collapse? Moreno finds the kill. Luke gets the displacement as Amon follows through. Annabelle looking for the clean up the arrow. Moreno, the maestro, an absolute monster on the Salina.
We talked about this, right? That X Factor Moreno throws in yet another trap.
AOG Nino with the fist crack, immune to CC, but not to damage.
That was under turret. That was under turret, and he still gets taken out. 3 members were caught, and yet BTR still come out on top in that skirmish.
Oh, Luke still going ahead. So aggressive right now. He doesn't even need to actually win out in a big fight. All he has to do is get in the heads of Altrigo. They need to understand that the moment Luke is in front of them, that guy is about to make big plays. And if Bigatron can rely on Luke to do so, it means that there is more space. There's more windows of opportunity for Moreno, for Annabelle, and Eman to catch Altrigo off guard. They're completely overwhelmed in a lot of these fights, man. And they're not allowed to target any single one character from the side of Bigatron. They're cycling the tanking of the damage so well.
The coordination from BTR in these team fights has been so impressive, and the fact that Eman can always come in with a spear has been incredibly crazy too. We're looking at 6 minutes and Eman already has 2 of his core items. He should be able to get that before level 10, I believe.
And now it's going to be a waiting game. Altrigo, they do have pressure around the maps and they can match Eman using Dreams on the Angela. But just earlier there was a solo kill from Eman. They got to be careful about that. Luke.
Oh, Rin all so free with the Rectory. Secures it. Moskov up top looking for a turret and will be able to find it. Turret for Turtle. Rin jumps on Moreno. Yin Yang reaction. Moreno. Ooh. Gets away. Luke now walking up onto Rin. Jumps over. But will not be able to push on the tempo. Yin Yang reaction almost finding Luke.
Got some damage coming out of Arfi there with the Sky Piercer already built up. This is the moment where Altrigo want to go for these fights and get some of those stacks going. But Bigatron, again, a bit too elusive here, especially with one of their frontliners being the Garakacha. Finn can escape with the AOG so easily from a lot of these fights. Look at Rin though.
Wow, the juke, that's one. Spear of Misery to cancel the shield unity. How good can you play this? Eman now caught in the bad spot, will be able to go in. Now SOD into the back line as well. He will be able to take the SOD, but Nino should be able to find a pin down now. Eman, dodging away from the pin down, but the fist crack locks him down. Eman taken out by Rin.
It's a little too much there, a little too many resources available to Alter Ego earlier on. So Eman should be stopped by just quite a bit before he gets in that Swift Trinity. I think that's a big move coming in from Alter Ego as well, very worth it. As that gold lead from BTR has shrunk to 500. Things are very 50-50 right now.
But in order to take down Eman, Altrigo sent 3 members and took such a long time. That is time where Annabelle is just farming up a storm right there, still a level ahead out of Rin. Nino with the Demon Hunter sword, by the way. This is a more aggressive angle on the Badang. Everyone trying to make the big plays happen.
Have we seen that?
Well, I guess to be fair with the utility jungler, usually it is paired up with a damage dealing XP.
Wow.
With a fist crack, there's potential for a lot of teamfight damage, but that's only if Bigatron can stick together, right? With how Bigatron are positioning, always spread apart like this, it really is going to be quite difficult. And, oh man, Moreno just playing with fire there. Really not backing away from any real danger. But Altrigo are definitely looking for a chance to strike back here, maybe with a diversion before this big neutral objective.
I mean, Rin is, what, 2 levels below of Annabelle right now, right? Initially, that drive-by was a level difference. Can Alter Ego actually win the Retribution contest against Annabelle here?
Here it should be possible. Altrigo trying to burst it down. Finn already low, but Annabelle is in the area.
Oh, AOG into the back. Luke gonna be jumping in as well, but it should be free, and it will be free. Tier 2 in the bottom lane taken down, but it's gonna be Rin who wins it out on in the end. Shield unity forward, the missile arrow, but the SOD doesn't land, but they don't also take the diversion. 2 members plus the Lord, only for a tier 2.
Seems like a weird chain of events right there. Bigatron losing 2. Gonna be able to defend their mid lane turret, fortunately. But even for Altrigo, oh, hang on a minute, they're trying to brute force the turret take. Arfi will finally take it down, and look at the movements here. Altrigo immediately trying to find something more, but
Rin, he failed to jump with the shield unity. He will just be munched on by both the magic damage dealers.
Eman?
And Eman gets the recall in time.
That was so close. That was super, super close there. Luckily, Eman was still able to get out. Plus, despite BTR kind of losing the trade there, Eman was able to get that second tier turret, so it is a bit of a trade. It looks like Annabelle is already on the Lord, so it shouldn't be able to be extracted well, but look at Alter Ego now, looking for a pincer move.
Finn, AOG, no cancel from Nino. Lord up top still. It's already down to half HP. Moreno in the mid lane. Moskov down below. They're gonna... Oh, Nino tries to go in. Doesn't get it. Annabelle! In the back line, just wreaking havoc against Hijume. That's gonna be Arfi with a flicker and a kill. Securing the killing spree. Now it is Luke pinned down to the wall. The Abyssal Arrow won't land. Arfi claims a double. Holy Defense stops the charge of the Lord. Rin holding the fort down below.
But the spears haven't been landing for Eman. I think for the past 2 big neutral objective takes, unfortunately, they're not going to be able to capitalize over that. Look at Alter Ego utilizing this to their advantage. That inhibitor turret should be the next thing that they're going to target, as that second tier turret falls in favor of the 3-face masks.
The Holy Protection there used up in both the top and middle lane. By all means, it's only a 1k gold lead, and Bigatron's scaling really is pretty good with the Joy and the Moskov. 2k lead for Altrigo, and they're going for the orange buff again.
Look at that damage from Nino. Shield unity, Nino set up perfectly for Arfi. Now he's getting him down. In the backline, Annabelle with the divine beats coming down as well. Oh, the AoE damage got him. It's a big shutdown for Annabelle. Looking for Rin now. In the backline, Eman gets the SOD finally. A diversion play to run and escape. Dreams getting away. Moreno with the chase. He knows Dreams is alone. That's it though.
That's a 2-for-2 trade. Arashi, talk us through what happened.
Well, Bigatron, they kind of forced the scramble onto Altrigo, and they were able to actually get Arfi, and that's a massive point in that team fight, man. The fact that Bigatron have so many ways to show up beside you or behind you and immediately burst you down. This means that even with the hard guard, Dreams has to kind of think twice. Does he want to try and keep Nino alive? Does he want to keep Rin alive? Or does he need to use that hard guard to save Arfi and Hijume from all the burst damage from Bigatron? With all the crowd control and burst damage tools, that is what Bigatron are using to try and really get the outplay moments from Altrigo. But now with the Lord already back up, Eman set to really try and push and play the macro game again. Altrigo with a level deficit on Rin right now. Are they going to try and just go for a winning fight yet again?
I have a question though, Arashi. In our previous match, we saw the Angela and the Boxia just be super, super tanky, super, like problematic for the enemy team. But why now against BTR? It doesn't seem like that's the same case.
Diversion. Hang on a second, Eternal. Rin is rolling in.
Oh, Moreno almost got caught by Nino. Nino very low, gets away. Moreno does as well. Moskov in the bottom lane, but the hard guard, was already used.
That means Bigatron are gonna have a lot more macro pressure right now, and Eman isn't recalling. He's sticking around there, trying to wait for a moment. But to answer your question, Eterna, Bigatron are simply matching the gold right now. Earlier, the Boxer was so tanky with the Angela because the opposing team doesn't have a lot of gold, but look at Annabelle!
Oh, Electrifying beats, Nino. Wow, even Nino gets ready down to AOG. Nino gets away, RP very low. Or no, Nino's very low. The Abyssal Arrow lands in the back line. Take a look at the base. Base turret taken down. Diversion taken by Hijume. And RP into the bottom lane they go. Eman, Spear of Misery. Eman, Rose Gold Meteor. Alter Ego with the chase, but Eman just keeps on running away. No flicker anymore. RP is gonna try to go for the chase, but Annabelle secures the Lord. Wow, Alter Ego just got out macroed.
Outplayed as well. They tunnel visioned on Eman earlier on. Nearly took him down, but Eman able to outplay. They're going to be able to buy enough time to get the Lord as well. BTR played this so well.
And that was some damage coming in through from Annabelle, dude. Already full build at this point, having the Wishing Lantern and the Divine Glaive. You saw that the Baxia, even the Badang, all together, they get absolutely melted. Bigatron are on curve, and now with a gold lead of 2,600, they can go for the siege angle.
Essentially, the Badang only has one defensive item, right? DHS, and he also went for the Sea Halberd. So he is going to be a little bit more vulnerable. Wait a second, that's Rin.
Wait, Poisson's already. The arrow's landing, look at the poke. Eman deals with the turret in the mid lane. The base turret still only one taken down. Alter Ego able to defend.
It is going to be the turret on the far side though, so Bigatron, they get what they want. They have even more macro pressure right now as Dreams. Holy Crystal, after the Flask of the Oasis and the Fleeting Time, he wants to get more healing, more damage, more hard guard shields as well. I mean, Bigatron are doing a ton of damage right now, and the kiting, I think, is what's throwing Alter Ego off. You have no idea if Bigatron are gonna commit, or are they gonna just do some damage and back away. With so much mobility available to them, it's a stark contrast compared to Alter Ego, who want to go all in, use the hard guard, use the diversion for those big moments. And that's exactly why Moreno is actually going for the Wishing Lantern as well on the Selena, making sure that every single Abyssal Trap is gonna be that much more punishing.
Yeah, he's committing to full damage as well, right? Even onto the front lines with the Flask item, I believe. Here's the items, Arashi.
Yes, sir, with the Divine Glaive on both Moreno and Annabelle, even with the Radiant Armor built through for Rin, might not be enough. I feel like maybe Athena might be even in order here, because Eman is great, but Eman hasn't really been hard carrying the team fights just yet. But maybe that's exactly what Bigatron are waiting for Alter Ego to tunnel too much on Moreno and Annabelle, and that's where Eman can come in, can decimate the whole backline.
What do we think about this full damage build? Well, aside from the Thunderbolt, full damage build on Nino. Has he been reaping the benefits, or has it just been underwhelming?
I think he hasn't really been reaping the benefits, again, just because there is no moment here where he's gonna get a 3-man fist crack. With the positioning from Bigatron, the best he can get is 2, and I think the best bet for him is to target Luke.
Can he one-shot though?
The backline, maybe.
Oh.
Right, it depends, if he gets a jump onto Moreno and Eman, that's possible. To Luke, he'll do a ton of damage by all means with that itemization path. But again, is he gonna be allowed to, right? Even when he's channeling it onto Luke, are the rest of Bigatron gonna take it sitting down, or are they gonna hit back with even more damage?
Wow, Annabelle just walking on Rin! Electrify beats! Hard guard baited out! And Luke's right there. They're just gonna run away now. The Poissons is already used up. Moskov is down below.
That's a big resource already used up. Resources used up by Alter Ego. A little forced error here. I think Nino has to play this like an assassin, right? I think he's not going to be able to find proper positioning because he's been caught out too low because of the initial damage coming through from BTR. And the problem is, who's going to be able to take that role from him, right? Even Rin hasn't been able to hold on to the damage coming in from BTR. It's been really difficult for the setup for Alter Ego.
Now Rin has an extra bit of magical resistance with the Oracle, more healing and shield on hard guard as well. But again, is that the idea, to hard guard onto Rin and absorb all that damage? Because dude, there's just way too much. That was a bold move by Annabelle to kind of almost 1v1 Rin, not knowing really where Alter Ego was. Look at this though, Rin.
Nino walks up as well. That's the one shot by Nino. Full damage, Badang.
Oh, Luke.
Should be fine. Walks out alive there.
Oh.
Eman though.
Good dodge. SOD to the back line. Winter Crown! RP! What a play! With the Winter Crown. The Immortality already used all now. RP able to cut away. Shield Unity into the back. Moreno won't be able. Oh, he will, but Finn will get taken out. Padang, Padang! Nino with a solo kill.
This is exactly how Alter Ego wants it. They want it spread out. They want it messy. They want to go for these 1v1s because in this particular situation, they're going to be able to win it out, get on top, and look at this invade.
Rin jumping in, tanking a lot of shots. Another mini wave spawns in. Annabelle will be able to respawn. But is this enough for them to defend? An abyssal arrow goes wild. Annabelle pinned down. Nino! As Arby gets the kill. Moreno tries to save the game. Alter Ego 1-0.
They lead the series to 3-face masks with a very interesting build onto Nino on the Badang. Despite things going very back and forth from that early game to the mid game to the late game, Alter Ego understood their win conditions. They made it messy, and they put BTR to the test. 1 game away.
Oh boy, Bigitron had so much control the whole time. And the one moment Alter Ego got some momentum going, they did not stop, they did not let go. And they forced Bigitron hands everywhere on the top side right here. And afterwards on the bottom side as well. The outplay by RP to get Eman right here, the Winter Crown Rhapsody. That was so good.
So beautifully done by Arfi, the rookie from MDL. But Arashi, he wasn't getting any moments in the early game, in the mid game, but in the late game, Nino. Oh my, back-to-back kill on Luke and Annabelle right before.
We were questioning it again and again, dude. Like, what? Full damage Badang? Is this a rank game? Nah, this is just Alter Ego, man. The assassination, basically. Oh boy.
Man, the chain of events before that end angle for Alter Ego was so perfect. The outplay coming from Arfi was able to take down Eman. And so the rest of the members, Nino went in for a solo kill as well onto the Phobius.
Yeah, Luke.
Oh, it was so good.
I
was
feel
so
like
good.
Annabelle, he kind of got overzealous there.
Yeah.
That final sequence begun with Annabelle.
The jump.
He has won that 1v1 multiple times again and again. At the one time he was backing away, Rin says, you know what, my turn. And that kick-started the whole chain of events there. It was one of the crucial moments though. One of the fights in the later stages of the game with Alter Ego together. You're seeing Bigitron start to struggle to really find the right moments. And this again,
Oh my god.
it's just so good.
That was beautiful.
As a GOAT laner, Mirko, what do you think?
Dude, that is so... It's amazing. I love it. So instead of going Wind of Nature, which would be the normal, I would say, way to deal with the Moskov, right? He goes Rose Gold, swaps it to Winter Crown. Because if you go Wind of Nature, you can't Winter Crown. You can only use 1 active item. Really good choice.
That's why he deserves the Player of the Game presented to you by the official tournament smartphone Samsung Galaxy S25 series. And he was quite silent in the beginning, right? He even got solo killed by Eman in the early stage of the game, which is why we thought maybe Eman will be able to carry through later on. That was the solo kill that we're talking about. But he was quiet, but
Live from MPL Arena, Jakarta, MPL Indonesia Season 15 is powered by Moonton. Supported by Esports Federation of Indonesia. Presented by official tournament smartphone, Samsung Galaxy. Official e-wallet, GoPay. Official sponsor, Head & Shoulders. Official coffee, Good Day. We own this.
Superfans, bersiaplah untuk puncak dari regular season di MPL Indonesia Season 15. Semuanya begitu bersemangat untuk menyambut match penutupan di mana ini benar-benar menjadi akhir dari Season 15 babak regular season yang tidak terasa 9 minggu telah kita lalui bersama. Hasil telah diraih, namun di match kali ini bisa menjadi penentuan siapa yang akan menjadi pemenang dari regular season. Menjadi tim sebagai champion dari regular season tentu ingin didapatkan oleh tim RRQ. Namun di sisi lain tim Navi pun dia berharap bisa memecahkan lustrik mereka. 1 poin kemenangan mereka harapkan dan ini adalah kesempatan mereka untuk mendapatkannya. Kesempatan terakhir, match yang begitu mendebarkan pastinya dan akan menutup match di mana hari ini pula. Dan kita melihat banyak sekali yang telah terjadi di 9 minggu ini. MPL berlangsung dari Jumat, lalu Sabtu dan juga Minggu. Dari minggu awal hingga minggu akhir, banyak hal tak terduga terjadi. Dan sebelum kita membahas lebih jauh, Budi ingin mengucapkan terima kasih kepada Superfans yang buset, rame banget di sini Superfans. Woo! Dari Kingdom yang terus-menerus di sini dengan kreativitasnya, dari juga Navi Nation semuanya berkumpul dan juga Budi mau mengingatkan bahwa MPL Indonesia Season 15 powered by Moonton, supported by PBSI, presented by official tournament smartphone Samsung Galaxy, official e-wallet GoPay, official sponsor Head & Shoulder, official coffee partner Good Day, dan juga partner ini sports ada Telkomsel, Dunia Games dan IndiHome bersama dengan advertiser Hokben dan juga Kacang Sukro, ditambah supplier kita RSV Helmet. Dan para Superfans juga pastinya ingin tahu kilas balik apa sih yang telah terjadi di 9 tim, di 9 minggu ini. Dan Budi nggak akan sendirian untuk membahas apa yang telah terjadi di 9 minggu ini. Dan langsung aja ada yang akan menemani Budi, satu sosok yang mungkin kalian rindukan juga, inilah dia. Ada Age. Halo Age.
Halo Bude.
Waduh. Hai Age, muncul di tengah-tengah MPL Arena. Boleh mau sepatah dua patah kata untuk pembukaan?
MPL kali ini seru lah ya karena nggak bisa ketebak juga kan. Jadi menurut aku worth to watch lah untuk MPL kali ini. Apalagi nanti playoff-nya kita nggak tahu siapa yang bakal balik duluan atau siapa yang bakal melaju ke IWC ya, MSC. Ya boleh ditunggu lah kayak gitu.
Tapi memang banyak hal yang kita nggak tahu ya akan terjadi seperti apa nanti. Tapi Age tahu nggak 6 tim ini yang akan, yang 6 tim ini yang masuk ke babak playoff dan 3 tim ini yang tidak, Age?
Tahu dong, salah satunya EVOS kan?
Heeh.
Yang nggak lolos.
Sesuai prediksi nggak?
Enggak sih sebenarnya. Aku kira harusnya EVOS bisa masuk ke top 6 itulah, tapi ya memang mau dibilang apa ya, nggak hoki Bu D, makanya ya dituju lagi.
Nggak hoki, tapi memang sesuai dengan Age bilang banyak hal menarik dan seru banget di season ini. Kita bakal lihat bareng-bareng ya Age, di mana mungkin ini hal-hal yang terjadi benar-benar di luar dari prediksi banyak orang. Contohnya aja kita akan lihat bersama-sama, let's go. Di mana yang pertama, kalau ngelihat di season 15 ini, mungkin Agi kan udah melalang buana juga di MPL. Baru kali ini kita ngelihat bahwa satu roamer, ini anomali baru ya, sejarah baru untuk MPL. Idok jadi roamer pertama yang masuk kandidat MVP regular season. Seorang roamer masuk ke dalam MVP. Ini
Masuk kandidat ya? Apa udah pasti MVP? Pasti MVP gak sih Bude itu?
Kalau sekarang sih baru masuk kandidat ya, belum kelar nih regular season. Gimana Ge ngelihatnya?
Idok sih emang bagus sih, dia juga kita tahu salah satu best Franco juga kan, terus emang mainnya juga hero-hero yang kayak modelan teamfight, Tigreal, terus bisa juga kadang-kadang switching ke pick off, yang belum aku lihat ya mungkin Idok main support sih, tapi menurut aku ya untuk sekelas roamer yang sering bikin momen terus bisa bikin timnya buat dapetin hashtag 1 ya pantas lah Idok buat masuk jadi kandidat MVP season. Iya lagi kalau beneran MVP ya Bude, pantas juga lah menurut aku.
Udah langsung di state nih, ini menang gak?
Ya karena sebelumnya aku udah prediksi juga bareng KB, aku bilang kalau MVP regular season kayak sekarang Idok deh kayak.
Wow, tapi di musim-musim lalu kok nggak ada ya rom-rom yang bisa masuk seperti ini ya?
Ya memang salah satu anomali kata Bude kan tadi sendiri, ya memang one of a kind lah buat main roamernya bagus lah.
Oke, dan nggak cuma itu yang menarik di season ini. Waduh, Age pasti yang paling kena nih ya, nomor 2 ya. Dimana Age dari EVOS back to back untuk kali pertama tidak lolos playoff. Season ganjil Ge, ini EVOS, kita tahu pada saat kamu di EVOS juga, berarti total EVOS sudah berapa kali nih ya. Tapi kali ini back to back loh Ge. Gimana
ya lumayan kaget sih sebenarnya Bude. Karena kan orang juga bilang season ganjil ya ngeri ya, kayak yang kayak gitu-gitu nggak ada lah. Itu ya seberapa timnya bisa perform, seberapa timnya bisa solid, terus bisa konsisten di MPL ya. Nah itu yang lebih layak lah. Jadi kalau kayak season ganjil EVOS kuat, season genap EVOS melemah atau apa kayak nggak ada lah yang begitu-begitu. Tergantung gimana timnya aja lah bisa kuat apa enggak selama perjalanan MPL season ini tetap berjalan gitu. Jadi ya not lucky ya, gue gak tahu juga ada masalah apa di balik EVOS-nya kenapa mereka sampai nggak lolos playoff apalagi back to back kan season kemarin juga aku ada andil nggak lolosnya. Cuman kalau untuk season sekarang aku juga bingung kenapa. Ya semoga untuk nanti season kedepannya ya EVOS bisa lebih baik lah daripada back to back nggak lolos playoff, mending back to back runner up atau nggak back to back juara lah. Itu better sih menurut aku.
Mengharapkan yang lebih baik pastinya ya untuk musim depan, berarti musim ini sudah selesai. Tapi kalau ada mungkin dari AG yang melihat season lalu dan season sekarang, season depan apa nih yang kira-kira EVOS bakal bawa nih biar nggak back to back and back again?
Iya, regular season sekarang ya belum selesai sih kan, ini hari terakhir. Terus masih ada playoff selesai buat EVOS Dewa sama Navi doang sih yang udah selesai. Nah kalau untuk season depan, untuk EVOS ya mungkin lebih ini aja sih, lebih adaptasi sama metanya, terus tahu problemnya apa di dalam timnya, lebih cepat di solve sih. Ya paling mungkin manajemen juga mungkin bisa kasih yang lebih baik daripada season sekarang dan season sebelumnya sih. Apa yang bisa diimprove lagi semuanya lah. Jadi ya banyak faktor lah yang mungkin aku juga nggak tahu karena aku udah nggak di belakang layar kan, nggak bareng mereka lagi. Jadi yang terbaik aja lah buat EVOS untuk season kedepannya.
Yes, harapan pastinya diinginkan, tapi kita ngelihat juga buset ini gold lane sekarang lagi bener-bener galak banget ya, dimana di Eman satu sosok ini kayaknya dari season ke season juga kita rasakan dominasinya 20 kill dalam satu game. Gimana sih ngelihat sosok Eman ini, Ge?
Eman tulang punggung BTR saat ini.
Simple aja ya.
Ya selain Eman juga banyak lah gold laner yang bagus ya, yang lolos playoff ya, yang tentunya Arvi juga bagus tadi saya nonton juga, permainannya sangat bagus juga, bisa ngalahin Eman. Ya tapi yang emang perlu kita highlight ya memang Eman always perform sih. Tadi kan juga main Haritnya juga hampir bisa menggendong timnya, cuman sayang aja kalah tadi.
Berarti nyambung nih ke yang nomor 7 ya, dimana tadi nyebutin Arvi juga jago. Dan ini gold lane sekarang kok bener-bener kayak buset pada dapat Savage, ada Hais, ada Arvi, ada Shive juga. Emang lagi era gold lane apa gimana nih, Ge?
Sebenarnya lebih ke mungkin nanti bakal balik ke era gold lane dan mid lane lagi kan sekarang Bude juga bisa lihat kan ada Fredrin, ada Baxia, nggak tahu nanti jungle tank apa lagi yang bakal keluar, mungkin Akai, mungkin Alpha juga bisa buat jawaban, ada Xbox juga. Ya, jadi memang kalau memang udah switchingnya ke jungle tank ya gold lane bakal tetap pasti bersinar karena kan yang bisa dibilang tulang punggung timnya atau enggak hard carry-nya itu nanti ada di gold lane dan juga ya ada kemungkinan mid lane mungkin bisa juga ya selain dari jungle gitu. Jadi ya bisa dibilang ya mungkin gold laner harus bersiap-siap, mereka harus menjadi penggendong handal sih di tim karena ya nantinya bakal mereka yang bikin gamenya menang dan bakal juga bikin gamenya kalah kalau mereka misposisi atau enggak blunder gitu.
Memang memegang peran penting. Tapi kalau tadi kita ngebahas gold laner, kita nggak kalau ngebahas jungler yang malah berjaya nih. Ketika lepas dari EVOS ya, mantannya pada berjaya. Ada Susujin, Make It, Anavel. Mereka masuk playoff dan bahkan menempati top 3, top 4. Jadi bisa dibilang mereka selepas dari EVOS sepertinya karirnya menanjak nih G. Apalagi kita juga sempat dengar Make It juga bilang kayaknya suasananya ya. Gimana sih G?
Aku nggak bisa compare suasana yang dulu sama suasana yang sekarang ya. Karena aku nggak tahu lingkungan yang sekarang tuh kayak gimana. Nah cuman mungkin menurut aku ya lebih less pressure aja. Mereka kan kayak mungkin My Kids ya atau nggak Anavel. Tapi kalau Susujin kan kita sendiri tahu lah pressure seberapa besar untuk pegang namanya yang RRQ kan. Nah jadi kan itu statement dari My Kids dan Anavel. Mungkin lebih enjoy, mereka juga lebih klop sama teammate-nya. Dan juga kan yang namanya kalau kita udah keluar dari safe zone ya. Udah keluar dari zona nyaman kita pindah ke zona yang lain ya. Makanya ada yang bilang kan rumput tetangga lebih baik kan. Ya mungkin mereka ngerasa dulu kayak gini di sini gua nggak dapetin ini tapi di sini dapet gitu loh. Nah, ya bagus lah kalau mereka dapat treatment atau enggak lingkungan yang lebih baik daripada yang sebelumnya dan aku juga ikut happy lah karena kan mereka juga pernah bareng sama aku kan dan aku juga ikut happy, ikut seneng lah karena mereka mendapatkan apa yang mereka inginkan dan mereka cocok kebetulan di sana. Gitu. Jadi ya happy lah
ya. Kayak jodoh aja ya.
Ya
tapi,
jodoh tempat lah.
Benar, ini yang menarik adalah untuk kali pertama, kalau kita bahas nomor 5. Tadi kan banyak kisah-kisah dan ternyata ya Mekis masuk ke dalam upper bracket pula. Dan ngelihat Geek Fam untuk kali pertama masuk ke upper bracket. Ngelihat tim Geek Fam ini gimana Ge?
Congratulations dulu lah buat My Kids dan teman-teman ya bisa untuk ke upper bracket. Ya kaget sih, lumayan kaget tapi ya kalau ada Baloy kayaknya nggak jadi kaget dah aku. Kalau mungkin nggak ada Baloy mungkin aku kaget kali ya. Ya karena memang bisa aku bilang selain dari teammate yang memang kompak ya Baloy juga untuk nge-treat anak-anak mungkin sangat baik ya. Dan dia juga bisa dibilang bapaknya tim ya. Meskipun dia player, dia di luar dari coach mungkin dia juga bisa nge-guide player-player biar buat main lebih baik. Dan ya cukup kaget dan cukup seneng karena ada My Kids di sana bisa sampai ke upper. Ya kaget sih sebenarnya kalau Geek Fam aku kaget sih nggak expect apalagi awal-awal dia kan kalah kan. Terus ngegasnya di belakang, emang itu kan tipikal Geek Fam, cuman waktu itu ngegasnya nggak sampai upper kan, ini ngegasnya sampai upper. Lumayan kaget dan ya Geek Fam bisa jadi tim yang lumayan mengerikan di playoff sih nanti.
Tiba-tiba gaspol bikin Age kaget, tapi kalau kata Kak Age itu sosok Baloy yang bisa dibilang menjadi satu kuncian juga, tapi kita juga bisa melihat sosok lain yang lagi dan lagi membuat kita terkejut untuk kali pertama. 2 prot, bahkan dekat juga harusnya sama AG, ada Ki di sana.
Ya.
Yang tidak lolos playoff untuk kali pertama bersama dengan Albert. Ini kan 2 orang yang seharusnya menjadi tulang punggung juga pilar yang terkuat dengan semua pengalaman dan segala macam. Ngelihat mereka nggak masuk playoff gimana sih Ge?
Gak apa-apa lah biar rasain. Ntar juga bisa jadi lebih dewasa kalau udah pernah ngerasain nggak playoff. Ntar bisa lebih baik lah. Nah, ya emang kan tergantung dengan teammate juga lah. Jadi kalau memang ya takdirnya begitu mau gimana ya. Ya yang penting mereka pernah ngerasain gak lolos playoff dan itu jadi pelajaran buat kedepannya lah. Semoga nggak terjadi lagi lah. Meskipun aku juga udah beberapa kali sih. Tapi ya itu jadi pelajaran aku buat lebih dewasa, lebih mature dan lebih bisa tahu kewajiban aku sebagai pro player itu seperti apa. Dan ya improve everyday lah.
Jadi bukan jadi terbiasa kan ya Ge, kalau udah sekali ya?
Nggak. Jangan dibiasakan. Kalau bisa sekali, 2 kali, ya sekali aja lah udah. Jangan kayak aku udah sampai 2 kali, 3 kali kan. Ya jangan terbiasa.
Sekali
enak
aja.
rasanya.
Betul nggak
Iya.
pasti, tapi kalau menjadi pelajaran tentu akan nge-push mereka mungkin akan menjadi lebih kuat untuk nextnya. Karena pahitnya itu harus dirasakan, tapi kalau ngebahas tentang MPL juga nggak lepas dari gimana sekarang nih tim-tim benar-benar berkembang. Dari pick-pickan hero-nya, kita bisa bahas kalau season 15 ini kayaknya dari ini buat tuh 76 hero sudah digunakan sepanjang musim. Jadi semakin versatile. Age juga pasti ngelihat bahwa tim-tim mulai berani untuk mengeksplor dari playernya kah? Atau gimana sih di season ini, Ge?
Udah pasti pertama dari latihan dulu, latihan udah pasti dicoba hero apa yang bisa kita pakai untuk kita bawain ke turnamen tentunya. Dan memang lumayan cukup mengejutkan ya, 76 hero itu banyak ya. Bisa dibilang hampir setengah dari hero full Mobile Legends kan yang ada saat ini yang udah rilis kan. Dan memang semakin patch-nya juga semakin balance, yang dulunya kita bisa lihat, oh season 12 tank-tank doang, season 11 tank-tank doang ya, tank jungle doang. Terus sekarang tuh udah mulai bisa kayak pakai assassin, damage dealer jungle, terus atau nggak pakai tank jungle, bisa juga kayak fighter gold lane, kemarin juga sempat ada yang pakai ruby gold lane ya. Dan juga banyak yang bisa di flex lah, contoh XP bisa di flex ke ROM, dan hero-hero XP bisa jadi ROM kedua, XP sekarang juga bisa damage, jadi semakin seru sih untuk ditonton, apalagi nanti playoff dengan meta yang kita tidak bisa tebak ya. Jadi mau untuk orang-orang yang biasa kayak oh ini bakal template seperti ini, bakal draftnya kayak gini, jadi lumayan tergocek ya. Dan kita juga sebagai penonton kita, loh ini badangnya tadi biasanya kita lihat tank kok Nino jadiin damage gitu. Nah jadi semakin banyak hero pool semakin seru lah Mobile Legends untuk kita tonton dan untuk kita nikmatin ya turnamennya, apalagi nanti playoff lah pokoknya.
Setuju, Ge. Di sini kita banyak suka bikin kaget ya, dibikin kaget sama tim-tim player-player, dan lebih kagetnya lagi kita di season ini adalah jumlah rookie terbanyak. Regenerasi di season 15 begitu berasa, total ada 19 rookie yang naik ke MPL, 17 sudah bermain dan 2-nya memang belum tampil dan ada yang udah, tapi ngelihat regenerasi di season ini kenapa bisa berbeda, Ge?
Karena memang kita kan nggak mau kalah lah, apalagi lawan tim-tim internasional kan. Dan kita selalu pasti kalau gunanya regenerasi itu untuk tim Indonesia khususnya ya, udah pasti selalu pengen cari bibit-bibit yang lebih baik daripada sebelumnya. Bakal improve dari yang pro player sebelumnya dan bisa fit in tim ya. Jadi lebih memungkinkan untuk kita bersaing ke depannya, dan kita tidak mengandalkan yang ya lama-lama lagi lah, kalau ada yang lebih bagus kita bisa replace, ya udah pasti replace jadi yang lebih baik ya nggak sih. Nah jadi itu alasan mungkin kenapa semua tim itu banyak rookie, dan rookie sekarang juga bisa dibilang bukan tim yang amatir, enggak, bukan player amatir yang rekrut mereka gitu loh, dan mereka direkrut tim besar dan mereka juga bukan player amatir, jadi mereka juga bisa nunjukin kualitinya kan. Contohnya bisa dibilang kayak tadi Arfi gitu, dia bisa ngasih gameplay yang bagus, dan juga ada beberapa player rookie yang bisa ngasih play yang lumayan menarik untuk ditonton. Jadi ya rookie sekarang menurut aku mereka bisa catch up lah dengan senior apa enggak orang-orang yang udah punya experience. Dan yang gua salut adalah mentality mereka ketika bertanding sih, mereka nggak ada goyah sama sekali, langsung masuk, langsung main, langsung bagus gitu loh. Meskipun kemarin sempat ada Chen juga kan kalah. Ya kalah, Chen juga sempat kalah Bude, tapi mainnya juga gak terlalu buruk lah dari yang kita biasa kayak kita expect. Oh orang baru masuk bakal kaku banget nih, bakal matinya banyak nih, bakal gerakannya sembarangan gitu. Ya itu alasannya kenapa regenerasi sekarang bisa dibilang lumayan cukup sukses lah, karena rookie-rookie punya mentality yang bagus dan juga mainnya sangat bagus.
Oke, banyak insight-insight yang kita dapatkan dari berbagai macam. Age, thank you banget, ada yang mau disampaikan mungkin untuk terakhir?
Gak ada sih. Jadikan malam ini tontonan yang terbaik sih antara Navi dan RRQ, dan ya kita tunggu semuanya yang tim-timnya yang lolos ke playoff ya, dan nanti kalau ada tim yang memang lolos ke IWC, semoga kalian kasih yang terbaik dan mewakili nama Indonesia untuk di kancah internasional ya, meskipun bawa nama klub sih, tapi ya yang penting buat Indonesia terbaik aja. Yang kalah mah internasional, oke?
Yes, thank you.
Yang buat venue, hati-hati nanti pulangnya.
Oke, thank you Age. Thank you.
Thank you semuanya guys.
Dan benar-benar panas banget hari ini. Kingdom juga udah gak sabar. Kingdom ikut turut bahagia karena mereka menantikan RRQ jika memenangkan ini mereka akan menjadi juara dari regular season. Sementara Onyx Nick juga dari Navigation ingin melihat Navi untuk pecah telur. Dan bagaimana dengan para caster melihat match penutupan kita? Sambutlah, inilah dia match penutupan di regular season MPL Indonesia season 15.
Our final match is finally here, ladies and gentlemen, to close out the regular season here at MPL ID Season 15. And our next matchup will be RRQ versus Navi. Once again, welcome back to the English broadcast with me, Eterna, alongside with Miracle as well as Arashi. And RRQ right now are one game away of securing the, how would you call it? The champions of the regular season?
Champions, #1 seed in the regular season. You can call it whatever you want, but you know what it is. If they lose somehow to a team that has not won a single match, GeekFam will be the ones at #1. So I would say some pretty big stakes knowing who 4 and 5 are. Actually, maybe they don't care now.
Maybe. And this will mark Kescute's back-to-back-to-back.
3P.
If they can get this done. Well, Kescute and NMM, of course. Let's not forget Mr. NMM.
Sir Kevin.
Sir Kevin. Well, the audience topic voting here, quite interesting. What does RRQ need to do to secure the regular season champion title? Posing the questions towards RRQ instead. Definitely an interesting angle. But seeing what has been happening with RRQ, you can see why, right? I think there's some questions here. There's a lot of people are saying that, hey, what's going on, RRQ? You know, last match, you know, are you gonna get it going, or is something weird gonna happen?
Well, I mean, against Dewa?
Dewa?
Was it Dewa?
Dewa?
It was Chen playing.
It was Chen.
And against TLID, I missed TLID. But
6th place, by the way.
Against Navi, though, I don't see an outcome where Navi wins. I'm just gonna say it like that.
There is an outcome how Navi wins. That's where you're wrong. Even when they lose, they will win. My boy Wolf, Kaisam Yves No Pueto, is watching at home, anxiously biting his fingernails, shaking at the sight, at the idea of Navi snatching his record and saying, ha, nerd.
So even if Navi loses, they win. It's a win-win situation here for Navi.
Rashi, listen, will you be remembered? Will you be remembered as a team forever in the history of MLBB that got 0-16?
And before we continue on that point, let's take a look at the assets here.
It's so bad.
RRQ one game away from the regular season glory. And man, they're first place for, wow, look at the track record, dude. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, they've been first place 4 times. But the big question is, will they still be able to go all the way to the grand finals and hopefully pick up the trophy? Because every time they were able to get that first place in the regular season, it doesn't mean that they always win that championship. Only twice, Season 5 and Season 9.
Yeah, and they were the runner-ups just last season as well. So definitely a lot of questions there. But yourself, Eterna, what do you think about that question? Is it more, do you remember like second best, second worst, or do you remember the best and the worst? What do you think?
I honestly only remember the best.
Yeah, exactly. Who remembers the runners-up of M6?
You guys know who was the first man on the moon?
See? It's your team, and you forgot. It's Tiana.
Oh, yeah. No, but you can't rely on my memory. I have goldfish memory.
Yes.
So doesn't make sense.
Who is the runner-up of M1?
RQ.
Okay, my bad.
Let's go.
Well, Trio Mid plays aggressive, by the way, is the audience vote here. I don't know, man. I mean, they were pretty aggressive as well against Team Liquid ID. I don't know if it's that clear-cut. A lot of the questions I've been hearing actually poses more questions towards the drafting phase. Because again, there was very minimal adaptations made by Kescute in the past 2 matches they've been in. So the theory is...
We got drums, yo.
Interesting, no drums for RRQ. No, there is. There is a drum right there.
At the front.
In front of the flag.
It's
I can't
loud.
see it, but it is very loud.
But this is also loud. The statement coming in from Edok so far. And the big question is,
Whoa, what's going on
looking
there?
at the comparison of season to season, will Edok be able to follow the footsteps of Vin? Considering in Vin's debut, it's kind of a similar story, right? His debut was in Season 4. He was able to get second place in the regular season, plus the playoffs as well. And then in Season 5, they were able to pick up the trophy. So Edok was also able to get second place in the playoffs. They were runner-up. The big question is this season, will he be able to finally pick up the trophy?
I think a lot of people believe that that is absolutely possible. Again, they've been very dominant this season, and then suddenly now there's a bit of a dip. So some people still believe that there's no way, right? There's no way out of nowhere, without a clear reason, they're gonna dip that hard. Although it is Season 15, though.
Enough said. That's all the talking we'll be doing here. Because the talking will be done in-game. Na'Vi, I am honestly very hyped for this game, and I'm not even joking. Like, my heart is beating. I really want to get into the game right now, because, dude, imagine we're breaking records, shattering records here. Rewriting history. Dude, I'm all in Na'Vi right now to lose this.
Have you prepared a line?
I have.
Nice.
By the way, the fan base are actually facing each other now, so it's an actual showdown.
Okay, now they're getting outnumbered, Na'Vi. RRQ seems to be growing in size.
Somehow. Where did they come from?
It's kind of fun, though. All right, a bit of a break here.
But it's getting wild in the MPL arena. I can't wait for playoffs. Can you imagine?
Oh, dude. I feel like most of the teams also have their fan bases re-energized, dude, with the hyping performance in Season 15. A lot of teams that we kind of counted out in the support department, they're doing great right now.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're getting into the game very, very soon, waiting for the players and the teams to be ready. We're taking a look at the ping test here with Edok once again. We have Cars on the other side. I think we spoke about Cars just a bit. Was it earlier or was it in the back room? It was potentially in the back rooms, actually.
We mentioned it a bit in the on the desk a bit earlier, but only a little bit, talking about his change in role and all that. So, what do you think, Eterna? What interests you about Mr. Cars, the machine?
I think he was one of the main carries of Rebellion back in the day.
Yeah.
And I was excited to see how he'd perform with Na'Vi, but unfortunately, it feels like the rest of the players
aren't quite there yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say like
dude, here.
Under, but
I agree with you up until that last point. Because here, Cars, I agree, he was the main carry. But at this point, it's not like the team needs to catch up to him. He caught up to the team. He went from XP, a carry, to a roam, and now he's like, I wouldn't even say he's an average roamer. I think he's below average as a roamer. Like the decision, that was one of the decisions of all time.
Indeed. And unfortunately for them though, oh, hang on. Actually, they're gonna be coming up right now.
Yeah, it looks like they're ready. All right, with Woshipol. Not Aether, Feb in the EXP lane as well. We have X-Magic as usual, Cars as well as Shive. This is the final bow, the final performance of Na'Vi. Let's see what they're made of.
The gods of 9th place, 0 and 15. They have broken the record, but can they shatter it? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Na'Vi!
On the stage to surprise everyone, or even to surprise the world. That's the difference right now. Do they have their sights set on MPL ID, or do they have it set on the world?
That's a rough introduction, ladies and gentlemen, because on the other side, they're facing Titans, they're facing the Kingdom, they're fighting the Kings of Kings with the main lineup as well. Dairon in the EXP lane, we have Sutsujin in the jungle, Rins, Edok, as well as Toy. Will they finally get the crown that they deserve here in the regular season? Only one game is what they need.
Will the Kingdom be able to secure a back-to-back #1 finish in the regular season? Or will they stop in the way of the golden opportunity of Na'Vi? Ladies and gentlemen, the Kings of Kings, Rex, Regum, Kaon.
One game, it's all it's gonna take for RRQ right now. If they want to be back-to-back, if Coach Kesky is here walking onto the stage, wants to be back-to-back-to-back first place in the regular season.
Ex-BTR, by the way. Both coaches.
He has to outdo Coach Dahl with Raiden. With the help of NMM, that should be something that people are expecting them to be able to do so quite handily. But again, if they want to take some risks, if they want to try and test the limit, they might pay for it quite dearly here.
So let's see what the limit is. Will we be seeing out of the ordinary, out of the box picks for RRQ? Earlier, Arashi, you mentioned it, right? It seems like there has been a little bit of experimentation perhaps coming from RRQ, and in this particular matchup, we would assume that this could be the moment. King's initiator though up on screen, Edok.
Well, we saw that against Team Good ID. The King's initiator was struggling to really get the ball rolling, especially with the aggression turn against him. I think I still get flashbacks of that flicker sideways from Witty to dodge from the Iron Hook. Aggression seems to be the best defense here against a comp like RRQ. Looking at the ranking here, number 4, roamer average assists, but when it comes down to those key moments, to the game-changing plays, Edok right now, I think, has higher highs than El Momento himself.
It's all Edok. It's all Edok right now. Even Bude mentioned him up on stage when she was doing the interview with Coach Age, ex-Evo's coach. The fact is, he is literally the only candidate for the regular season MVP in MPL ID history. That says something.
Which is why it's so ridiculous. Here's a victory here for RRQ by the Samsung Galaxy S25 series. 10 junglers being an option for Sitsujin is something he's explored before, a long time ago, a different lifetime. But being aware of Kars' pick-off heroes, I think that's something that Edok should be able to manage quite well. You talk about pick-off, I mean, if Kars is a threat, then Edok is a menace. Now for Na'Vi though, X-Magic playing a bit more aggressive and denying Edok's momentum heroes, or even getting heroes maybe that doesn't go toe-to-toe with Edok, but getting other heroes or even a composition that has no issue at all being hit with something like an Iron Hook, with being hit like something with like a Tsunami Slam. That could be what Na'Vi can try and use to try and catch RRQ off guard and flip the tables.
Na'Vi, especially after seeing yesterday, I feel like it's just so weird because even when they are given the opportunity to utilize those win conditions to get Shive into a comfort spot, they fail to understand how to tackle the game in a lot of fundamental ways. Feb on a CC yesterday against a Baksha of Evos, against a frontline tanky composition of Evos, trying to dive into the back line instead of playing front to back to, again, enable Shive. I really hope today, well, technically I don't. I wish they don't. They still keep the same strategy, but in a way, hopefully they have learned from that.
So Na'Vi's last match was against Evos, right?
Yes, 2-1.
2-1.
And it's a savage Shive.
But in that particular match, what really stood out to me is Na'Vi had a good idea what to do, I think, early mid. But when it came down to like late game again, it's the same story since week 1. They can't decide. Their decision-making in the late game it's a big question mark.
I mean, it seemed quite solid for a select few moments, but overall,
let's go, guys. Let's go. You win. Yeah, let's go. Let's
man,
go.
That was a painful sight to behold, man. I think all of us on desk, and even some people watching at home, were like, "Whoa, what's going on? Why?"
Yeah.
So there are moments like that that definitely has to be kind of cleared up by Na'Vi. But ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
Because I don't think they have any more time, right? Not even making it to the playoffs. It's week 9. Same problems up until week 9. We had a 3-week break between week 3 and week 4. So that's 12 weeks. And we're still seeing the exact same problems for Na'Vi. So, ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax, put your feet up, and just enjoy the show at this point, right? Drafting phase presented to you by the official tournament smartphone Samsung Galaxy S25 series. RRQ ban out the Granger. The chip gets taken out on blue side, and Na'Vi take away the Luo Yi as well as the Harith.
Luo Yi and Harith, so a lot of the brawling heroes taken away by Na'Vi. RRQ though, with the Granger ban along with that chip, it's definitely a curious sight to behold, especially in the first pick. Along with that, the Hilda as well. So they seem to be kind of zoning away or denying away all of these heroes that can kind of scout around, find information, and if they want to rely on the playmaker Edok, that makes sense.
Fanny's open.
It is.
Oh?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is it time?
So
There's a
Jin
time.
hasn't picked up the Fanny, right?
He has once.
What, was it a good Fanny?
But it was, I believe, in Snapdragon Pro Series in this season.
I don't have data on him playing it this season.
No, not this season. It's the Snapdragon Pro Series that we got to see at Baksha, though. Does this mean they really want to win here, Rashi?
I don't know, man. Because in theory, right, we've seen it work. We know that it's now a real thing that can work even at the highest levels. But at the same time, RRQ hasn't really been known to go for a lot of these utility strats so far. So I think now it's the time where we kind of judge RRQ. Can they actually use this full composition to its maximum potential? But for Navi, they go for the Cho very early on. Now, that's quite interesting.
I mean, back in the day, this was Sutsujin's main thing, right? Utility jungle. It was on the Akai, granted, but the Baxia is a little similar.
I guess, in a way, there are similarities, but those small details can throw you off. RRQ, though, showing the joy, so this is not going to be a Baxia
jungle
in the jungle. That means maybe RRQ are respecting a potential Kimi with that Baxia pick, but with the Valentina already showing up here, I guess Navi can still go for it in the gold lane.
I wonder what they're going to go for now. Oh, wow. Selena. Just after a not so spectacular, well, a very spectacular Selena game, but a very underwhelming BTR loss, I would say. On the Selena, we see a Selena for Rids. Hayabusa. Interesting for Washa Paul.
Along with that, obvious ban away by Navi, so gonna avoid Dyron being on a playmaking hero. The last time I remember seeing Dyron, I believe it was a glue. It's a whole different situation, whole different look. So we'll see if RRQ want to double down on that strat for now. But ban-wise here, considering the fact that both teams already have a jungle, might make more sense for the gold laners to start to be banned out. But both of them haven't really secured a gold lane, so that makes things quite tricky here for RRQ, because Navi is going to have the first pick after.
So Moscow is an option. Kimi is still up for grabs. That's what we're looking at right now. Gatot gets banned out first. I'm quite curious why the Valentina pickup from Navi, honestly.
Franco Bantu here with the Phobius already taken out RRQ. I believe the Badang is still a very good pick to pick up for RRQ here if they want an XP laner again for Dyron. But that kind of means that the Baksha will have to go roam. And not the biggest fan of Edok placed on a hero like this.
Yeah, not really as dynamic. But to answer your question, Eterna, maybe the Valentina is there just in case the Lucas shows up. We've seen the main character effect just earlier from Alturigo. I think it's safe to assume that Dyron should be able to perform in a similar fashion to Nino. That's something that Navi for sure want to try and deny.
Do you think it's Flex? Flex Valentina?
Oh,
Beatrix ban.
Yeah, taking away the combo of the Cho Beatrix, and now Shive with no Granger, no Beatrix, no Harith. Is it just going to be a Kimi in gold? But again, there's already a Baksha in place, a Selena, a Joy. So many ways to pick off and disrupt a Navi front to back.
So a marksman we see occasionally, but not very often, is the 1-1. Technically for RRQ, I think we've seen Toy on it. I'm not sure if we've seen Shive perform crazily on that 1-1. So
he's picked it up, but
0% win rate, yeah?
There you go.
Oof. Right, so it might not be the solution here that Navi might want to get.
Shive was quite crazy on the Harrods, but it's banned out, so...
Glue.
Alright. Vexana is still an option, Faramis is still an option. I was thinking that RQ could consider the Novaria-Selena combo, but now with the glue there,
Ooh.
I think Vexana Faramis.
They want to go for it themselves. That's the Badang that I expected, but the 1-1 comes through. Interesting choice again, going up against a Haya, Valen, and Cho. On
So
paper,
they
it
take
should
the
be a difficult time for the 1-1 to crack the weakness points.
Maybe the idea is to be safe from all this dive threat in the midst of a big team fight. And technically, there's no issue with RRQ banning away more gold laners because they have that 1-1 Pocket pick
my
potential.
God.
It is going to be going up against the Aerithal though. Oh boy.
Is Aerithal still a counter towards the 1-1?
Hard counter, always, in every meta. Even when the Aerithal's not really that meta, the Aerithal still beats up the 1-1. That's why we always see it banned away whenever someone is setting up for the 1-1 pick. Unless you're a BTK, of course.
So, I'm wondering if this is intentional. They have a Baksha, Selena, Joy, crazy early game. Do they want that weaker side lane so that Navi's players are going to be forced or encouraged to be a bit more of a bully in the lane, and then they go for the ganks? If it is, that's a 200 IQ type of maneuver. Looking at the scores here, counter index favors Navi just a little bit more.
All right, we'll see, ladies and gentlemen. Is the EXP lane a winning lane for RQ? Or do RQ literally have no winning lanes here?
Baksha against Badang. I feel like, oh, sorry, the glue against the Baksha.
Glue against Badang.
Yeah, I keep saying Baksha, didn't I? It's the Badang against the glue. I think the glue actually has a bit more advantage there just because of the sustain.
Okay, I guess we'll see, ladies and gentlemen. Our last match of the regular season here at MPL ID Season 15, RRQ, our one game, not one match, one game away of securing the regular season champions. Will they be able to do it here as we get to game number 1 between RRQ and Na'Vi?
Wow. Early on already, ladies and gentlemen, Na'Vi with the early pressure, the Cho. So good at getting that early pressure. Sutsujin jumping in. Oh, it's a take from Cars.
Wow, already a small win for Na'Vi there. Looking at the emblems by Indihome, Inspired Tenacity for Dyron, cooldown and tankiness, that's all you need. Oh, Rins though, he himself going with the standard configuration for the emblems, actually taking quite a bit of damage here. But for Na'Vi, especially for Feb, going with the agility, he wants to be roaming around as Washer Paul, getting small wins across the board here, Na'Vi. You know, on the on the Baksha, I keep getting the names mixed up. On the Baksha though, again, not really as dynamic, not really as big of a threat.
Whoa, whoa, Shiva gonna be poked down, but luckily for him, Toy has already used the Inspire. Cars walking up, Shunpu, Sutsujin, trying to get close. Washer Paul, top and Revitalize already, the Shadow Kill onto Edok, but that's good sustain with the Revitalize. It's Magic caught in the bad spot, first blood to Edok on the Baksha.
Cars goes down, first blood there. A little bit of an advantage now for RRQ to utilize to their benefit. We do see a rotation happening from Feb from the EXP lane here, but not going to be able to amount to anything just yet. Waiting on the next neutral objective to spawn in the game.
The classic Revitalize buff, bluff bait almost, but ooh, look at this, Cars.
On it already, Washer Paul with a steal. Good CC as X-Magic walks up, but that's it, just a turtle. Edok, okay.
That's pretty good, right? Na'Vi picking up the neutral objective. Were they both on the same level? Or was Shipal a level ahead?
Oh, I didn't quite catch the difference, but I think Cars diving in there, getting quite control is what allowed Na'Vi to really get that steal. Overall, again, with Na'Vi
Same
baiting
level.
out. With
Same
Na'Vi.
level.
Same level, okay. Look at Cars though.
On him, oh, Washer Paul with the quad shadow. Takes Rins down in the mid lane.
Talent prediction though by Gope. Oh. Miracle
16.
again.
16-0.
Miracle.
What's up?
Continue, Rashi.
Well, this is what it is. But yeah, with the Revitalize baited out by Na'Vi earlier, there's no way for RRQ to really force the issue. And this Selena in the mid lane, in theory, is a massive menace. But against the Valentina, it's just a bit more difficult to really get those arrows going. If X-Magic stays alert, it's going to be hard to land a lot of those arrows. That's on Washer Paul, though.
Oh, Cars!
Oh, good flicker out by Riz. Tyron with the pin down, Edok. Rotating around, shield unity. Up to the front, slam, and the spread. Feb able to escape.
Resources burnt out here and there. Sutsujin goes for a little bit more, though.
Interesting mount down, Cars. Right there, Edok opts in Revitalize. Washer Paul coming in as well. That's going to be the quad channel landing, and they kill. To Washer Paul.
Oh boy, it's looking kind of tough right now. Only a 700, 800 gold lead, but this is a valuable time for Na'Vi to really start getting the ball going. Washer Paul is already on 2 kills, so if this game goes the way it's going, it's going to be tough. And with Edok not really on a playmaking hero, he won't be able to make those game-breaking plays. It might be on the shoulders of Dyron. Look at this.
An Abyssal Arrow lands with the Shield Unity. Now the pin down, coming down, but it's only onto Fab. That's going to be the Shield Unity. Already used up. Portis with shots. Chappelle with a victory win. RRQ scrambling in the skirmish. Ashive walks up with a heavy crossbow. Edog in the back line, going to be taken very low. Rin still able to escape by Chappelle. Gets caught by the Abyssal Arrow. That's a dive by Shive to take Mr. Toy down.
X-Magic.
Sutsujin jumping in. A spread already by Feb. Oh, Na'Vi with a winning team fight.
What is going on with RRQ? 1,200 gold lead now for Na'Vi. You saw X-Magic walking very aggressively into the back line as well. Unfortunately, not going to be able to take, I believe, was it Rinse down earlier on? But all in all, Na'Vi, they're finding more opportunities on the map, and they're able to capitalize more on the map. Look at Shive being able to get that much gold as well in the bottom side of the map.
Ooh, Cars here are actually getting a bit more pressure around the map. Edog has been rolling around, but he's been unable to really make any impactful discoveries. Not really finding any information either in these skirmishes. I thought the idea for RRQ is to go and win that fight, let Toy pop off and get multiple kills there. But with everyone getting so low from Na'Vi, RRQ were unable to actually seal the deal and secure those kills.
Okay.
Rashi, is RRQ limit testing? Or is this just RRQ now?
It's hard to say, man, but with Edog not being on a playmaking hero, it really feels like it's limit testing. But that aside, I mean, maybe this is something that RRQ needs to figure out before they head into the playoffs so they won't be so one-dimensional. And if that's the case, this ain't a good look at all.
Oh, Washipal nearly takes down that turret, so these side lanes are going to be quite vulnerable to the Hayabusa. The fact that he can roam around very quickly. That's an arrow thrown out, not going to be able to hit anyone. And so far, Rins has very... Oh, wait a second, Sutsujin?
Was Chappelle going for it? Shuriken, Sutsujin almost caught in the 1v1 solo kill. An arrow lands on X-Magic. Proper setup for Na'Vi. Dyron walking up, Edog with the Shield Unity one more time on Feb. He's forced to use the spread.
The junglers are still quite far off here. Washipal, will he actually go for the purple buff first? The answer is yes, so RRQ actually are going to be the ones first to the neutral objective.
Sutsujin on it, Cars looking to play again. Electrifying Beast gonna be ready, will be able to pop it in. Watch it, Paul, the turtle secures it! Perfect turtle in the back line. Oh, a stolen fist strike by X-Magic. Sutsujin walks up again, the Abyssal trap on him. Feb gets off of Dyron, and that's it. Just a turtle for a kill on Cars.
Oh, whoa. Okay, he gets out. He gets another neutral objective as well. RRQ, I think, are looking for a little bit of a trade there. We can see that Toy is trying to push in that turret in the top side. He has to be careful. Washipal is coming.
Right, even on the bottom side there, you can see the attempt from Sutsujin to try and find something. Again, RRQ are contesting these neutral objectives, and yet Na'Vi have been consistently able to take away all of these turtles away from RRQ. 3-0 right now. Even RRQ farming to make up for the difference, it's already a 2,000 gold difference. They're gonna try and wait for something. Go Cars!
Oh, Rins, crazy reaction time to evade. Wade the Dragon, Cars able to escape now. Oh, fist crack coming down with the pin down on Shiva, but he's still able to pop in a heavy crossbow in time. Toy rotating from top lane. Got the turret already earlier.
And look at the difference here from RRQ. Hang on, Cars might try to punish on Edog.
Doesn't have to wait the Dragon, it already used it before. Edog caught on the shadow kill, pops in, revitalize, will try to survive now, but he's gonna be mounted on. Look at the messy team fight, Rin's taking very low, Feb in the back line, taking Edog out, flickering out to safety, that's gonna be the crossbow, tang from Toy! 1-2, but it's Washipal gets the shutdown, X-Magic back on Dyron.
2-for-2 trade, Arashi, Edog, and Toy for Feb as well as Cars. I believe that would be more worth it for Na'Vi.
Looking at the gold, it did shrink a little bit, but considering that the gold lane was taken out from RRQ, I feel like that definitely does favor Na'Vi still. Looking at the items here, BOD already built for Washipal. On top of that, China Talisman on top of the glowing one for X-Magic. So the Revitalize that RRQ are using to try and cheese a little bit of these fights, it's gonna be less and less beneficial, especially with the Lord already coming up here. Is RRQ gonna try and play it macro? Or are they gonna try and just go for a brute force outplay as Sutsujin already shows on the bottom lane?
How would they do that, right? They're gonna be able to, push in the lane, but then they're gonna have to send Sutsujin back. By the way, that's 1,000 gold difference between both of these mid laners. Adok goes in.
The missile arrow landing. Watch your puck onto the back spot. Tyron gets the shot for the shutdown. Another missile arrow landing on Cars. Crossball tang! Used up, but it's onto a mounted Feb. He's gonna fall on top of Dyron. Back to the ground. Cars able to get away to Dragon, but Shive. Oh man, that damage too much. Enoch taken out by X Magic Splash. Dyron again trying to shoo them away. 2v4 situation.
No jungler right now, so it should be a free lord over to RRQ. There it is.
Just like that, an explosion of action, and before you know it, Washerpaw gets taken out. The gold difference, the 2k gold lead that Na'Vi painstakingly built brick by brick, deleted in an instant. Now with the Lord, they're gonna be, RRQ are gonna be able to force Na'Vi to stay in the lane to try and go for the clear, and that's where they can look for moments to go with the Abyssal Arrow.
How does this keep happening to Na'Vi? How?
I don't know, man. That's a really good question that I don't think a lot of us know the answer to. As of right now, you can see Na'Vi immediately respecting the potential threats. Wave cut on the bottom lane as well. RRQ trying to get the aggression in multiple lanes.
Okay, into the mid lane they go. Turret number 1 in the mid lane taken down. Toy, Wind of Nature. Third item, I believe. Or is it his fourth?
I think it's his fourth after the Wind of Nature, after the Has Claws earlier, I believe. So he has a good deal of sustainability in these fights. Na'Vi are gonna have to kind of focus properly, but whoa!
Tyron! In the back finding a massive pin as Sutsujin is able to claim a few of the kills. Cars caught in the bad spot. Sutsujin! Oh! It's given over to Toy. Mid lane, Worship Paul jumping on Edok. Missile arrow. Feb forced back. Should be another turret, tier 2 in the mid lane, taken down.
2 members down for the price of none. You can see they, Sutsujin. Okay, Washipal goes in, looks for the clear, doesn't find it. Feb.
Oh, that damage, Feb! Spread, gets him out.
That's some damage coming in from Sutsujin on the Joy. No Divine Glaive just yet, so Na'Vi gotta be careful if they want Feb to stay as the main front line. He only has the Radiant Armor to try and deal with the burst damage of Rinse and Sutsujin, so might want to go for a bit more than that if he is indeed gonna serve the same purpose. With 3,000 gold ahead here for RRQ, no base towers just yet, but immediately without the pressure, without the information, even Cars, the guy that was making plays for Na'Vi the whole early game, finding it difficult to try and spot opportunities here on around the map.
Still don't understand how this consistently keeps happening to Na'Vi. It was a 2,000 goal lead for Na'Vi, now 3,000. Completely turned it around, absolutely no say in the game. They are asphyxiated in their own base. Sutsujin's gonna be able to steal away their buffs as well. What happened? Again, what happened to Na'Vi?
They made a mini misplay. They tried to go for the neutral objective. They got punished for it. It's just that the punish was just so harsh. And look at this now, Cars spots Edok.
Oh man.
That's about it. Washington gets out in the nick of time. 5 seconds to go right here, and Na'Vi are setting up, pushing the top side with Shive. But RRQ are aware of it. They might really go for, either they go for the blitz or they might force Na'Vi into a fight and pick someone off.
Uh-oh, spread's better to use. Oh, Rins! Look at the damage on Worship Paul. Way the Dragon on Dyron will not do anything. Sutsujin just dancing in the back line. Cars walks back up, but doesn't have the way the Dragon. He's gonna be pinned down, forced to flicker out. That should be a free Lord to RRQ.
Yeah, no chance whatsoever here. Feb still opening up, giving the vision over, but we now know what Rins is capable of. Toy.
Uh-oh, Cars in a bad spot, a quarter of HP left. Jiku no in forward, Worship Paul inside, shadow kill, Sutsujin still with retribution. Feb isolated from the team, Worship Paul, quad shadow. Oh no, he's all alone. The Abyssal Trap landing, Rins flickering in, X-Magic. Oh man, Feb now. Toy will take his time to slay Feb.
The timings are working out perfectly for the Kings of Kings now. 28 seconds, the Lord is marching. Sky Piercer as well, built in for Rins for just a little bit more oomph to his kit. And this is looking really bad for Na'Vi. They don't have as much range in their composition, right? X-Magic on the Valentina, Shive as well.
Not a lot of clear at all, and definitely not from anywhere safe as the conceal is in. Oh, Diamond
Jumps into the back, bites Worship Paul! No one there to follow it up just yet, though. Good disengage with the Terrify from X-Magic. And the Abyssal Arrow again jumping in. Na'Vi, they're getting sieged down. Turret up top still, Enhanced Lord ready to shove in. Abyssal Arrow again! Sensei Electromine beats over the cars. Oh, that damage! Fab, crossbow attack, X-Magic falling one by one. Na'Vi crumble! RRQ have secured #1 in the standings for MPL Indonesia Season 15.
And this means that Kescute and NMM back to back to back regular season champs. Back in Bigatron, now twice with RRQ. Congratulations.
just like that. It seemed like a closer game. It seemed that there was gonna be a massive team fight to seal the deal. But RRQ out of nowhere just turned it around, man. Flipped the script completely.
What a game. We're looking at the replays here of game number 1. And once again, it was such an unfortunate loss for Na'Vi being able to have control of the early game at 2,000, almost 3,000 gold lead. And it always just slips through their fingers, whether it be against Evos, yesterday, RRQ now.
Wow, wow. RRQ with a phenomenal performance, a crazy comeback, a crazy upset, if I'm being honest with you.
Back to back to back.
Na'Vi, that's my Na'Vi.
Here you go. You can have your Na'Vi. You can have 2.
My prediction's already wrong, ladies and gentlemen. I thought 16-0. Actually, it might have a double meaning.
Oh.
Might.
What's the double meaning? I don't get it.
It might mean that I predicted them to go 0-16 in the standings.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're being sarcastic.
No.
Not
Never sarcastic.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's more like wordplay.
Oh.
Oh, but this was it,
I
man.
don't play words, though. I play MLBB.
Well, MOBB is definitely what we witnessed right there. This fight, man, out of nowhere, at a deficit, where it seems like they have no idea how to get the fight started. Darren comes in and just knocks out Washupal immediately. That was the beginning of it. And it seems like off that one moment, RRQ switched on, and Na'Vi, they scramble, they scatter.
When Edok is not on a momentum-based hero, you can trust that Darren will do the job. Player of the game presented to you by the official tournament smartphone is Samsung Galaxy, even back in his old team up until now with RRQ. Give him a playmaking hero, he's also able to perform. Unfortunately for Na'Vi, they were the ones to actually get the tough end of the stick there, especially with him on the Bedang.
Dude, the early game was so good from Na'Vi, able to actually fight RRQ toe-to-toe here. This was a messy fight, a fight that usually you would assume RRQ with the experience lead, you know, with the experience difference, is gonna win quite handily, but they're able to hold their own. And Washupal in particular, a lot of criticism thrown towards this man, but recently, in the past week at least, his retributions have really been on point. And from those leads, Na'Vi were still doing a great job denying RRQ a lot of those big moments, those big plays. Even when Toy was able to get something, the punish was immediate from X-Magic and Washupal. But right here, oh boy, how did that happen? You don't even know, man. RRQ just jumped on it, saw an opportunity, and they all followed up so quick.
Darren was probably screaming there, like, hey, don't hit me! He's doing damage to me! When you hit the glue, you do damage to me! But didn't matter, he was too tanky. Darren on Bedang though, Rashi. This guy is so good on Bedang, dude.
Anything with a big momentum like ultimate, I think Darren has proven himself again and again, dude. He just does it all. The damage, the utility, the targeting even was just so good. And even earlier when they're trying to crack open the middle base turret, it was Darren who jumped on Washupal and immediately halted all momentum for Na'Vi. And with the Lord, again, I guess with another front line, with the waves pushing by default, the Wanwan, the Selena, the Joy, the whole team of RRQ were just waiting around behind the Lord in the bushes, waiting for the opportunity to strike. And strike they did.
But honestly, I was nervous for RRQ in this game.
Same.
Like, what happened to RQ as well in the early game. It wasn't like a clean game for the #1 on the standings. Like, you wouldn't expect that performance.
Especially, again, there are some factors here that make it understandable. Baxia, on the hands of Edok, is just like a different look, a different style. And I do believe he seemed quite uncomfortable in the playstyle of a Baxia, you know? Where he's just only supposed to find information. He's supposed to just hit the guy in the front, you know, abuse the tankiness. Again, the fact that he used the Revitalize so early on, before the first neutral objective, is usually where the Baxia wants to abuse it. So there's moments like that where you can tell that this isn't a familiar situation for RRQ.
Yikes. I don't know what to say, man. I mean, again, Cars. He's a really good XP, dude. Like, what was the thought? I wonder who made that decision, you know? Like, yo, Cars, you're a great XP. You know what? You should go roam and we could get another XP.
Maybe they thought that because he's like the longest standing player
That
in
they
Na'Vi,
would
that
make him the scapegoat?
No, not the scapegoat, but like the in-game leader. That's why they shifted him back. They shifted him into the roam position as shot caller.
Oh, man.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, you're moving all that processing power, all that math from the machine, from the 1v1 situation, all the way to, you know, just micromanaging his teammates. It just doesn't seem like the same kind of deal. And it's so sad, because right now the meta technically might be able to facilitate the carry EXP that Cars was so well known for. On those Paquitos, on those Benedettas.
The Badang as well. He's a good
Yeah.
center. Edith. One of the, I think this is gotta be like top 10 wasted potentials, man.
One of the moves of all time.
Not even one of the moves, it's one of the worst moves of all time.
There's not much to say.
But it's
honestly.
okay, they have another XP. They have now the 3rd XP laner in the team, Feb. Okay.
With their
Maybe
powers combined.
Next season they'll get 2 more, and they have 5.
That's how they're gonna close the EXP gap.
Let's go to Alyssa.
You might be on
Guys.
something.
Kembali lagi bersama Alisa di MPL Arena, pastinya di match penutupan regular season. Boleh dong mana suara dari MPL Arena? Luar biasa sekali di sini euforianya, tapi di sini sudah bersama Alisa ada Thalia.
Halo.
Halo Thalia, hari ini Kingdom ramai sekali ya datang ke sini ya.
Pasti, ini kan hari terakhir ya buat regular season, match RRQ yang terakhir, jadi pasti pada effort buat datang ke sini semuanya.
Luar biasa sekali ya, kita bisa mendengar euforianya dan juga terutama karena RRQ sudah didapatkan sebagai juara regular season. Congratulations loh ya.
Terima kasih.
Langsung kalian gaspol ya ke Velodrome ya. Tapi ngomong-ngomong Thalia, ini kan kita melihat fansnya RRQ Kingdom itu berasal dari seluruh Indonesia. Rame banget ya dari Sabang sampai Merauke. Gimana sih cara kalian bisa ngumpulin mereka dalam satu sistem informasi yang sama gitu?
Nah, kalau masalah itu kita ada banyak banget platform sosial media. Salah satunya itu adalah Discord-nya RRQ.
Wow, seru banget. Emang di Discord itu bisa ngapain aja sih Thalia?
Jadi kalau di Discord-nya RRQ itu kita bisa ngobrol-ngobrol bareng sama Kingdom lain, terus mabar sama Kingdom lain, dan banyak banget program-program yang diadain. Kayak ada meet and greet online, terus juga ada giveaway, bisa mabar bareng brand ambassador dan juga talent gitu.
Wow.
Sama ada spesial program yaitu namanya kosan.
Wah, apa tuh kosan?
Kongko santuy.
Wow.
Jadi bisa Kingdom bisa ikutan invoice chat di Discord-nya RRQ.
Demi apa seru banget. Gimana Kongko?
Kongko santuy.
Kongko santuy ya. Jadi langsung aja join ke Discord-nya. Dan aku lihat itu udah rame banget loh ya.
Benar.
Udah 100.000 juta
Bukan
umat
main.
Kingdom ya.
Total tuh sekarang ada 100.000 Kingdom.
Wow.
Yang ada di Discord channelnya RRQ.
Wow, luar biasa sekali.
Itu kayaknya kalau
ya.
misalnya datang semua ke arena agaknya
Kingdom
padet
semua ya?
Iya, kalau
Kayaknya
Kingdom semua udah
Terus banget Velodrome jangan lupa nanti dipenuhin ya Kingdom.
Benar
Datang ke
banget.
Velodrome. Bakal datang gak sih ke Velodrome?
Harus.
kita tunggu ya. Ini di sini rame sekali ya. Tapi aku pengen tanya-tanya mungkin kalau misalkan di situ sendiri selain bisa join, bisa main bareng sama talent sama BA, ada apa lagi sih mungkin?
Meet and greet online.
Meet and greet online.
Ada meet and greet online. Terus ya giveaway tadi, pokoknya banyak banget kalau misalnya kalian pengen mabar nih bareng sama kingdom-kingdom lainnya, kalian bisa cari di Discord itu karena banyak banget kan kingdom. Jadi bisa nambah teman, nambah teman mabar gitu.
Jadi banyak banget
Cari
kegiatan.
jodoh,
Cari
siapa tahu,
jodoh betul
kan.
sesama kingdom. Bisa nanti langsung MPL date ya di playoff
Bener.
ya. Thank you so much Talia. Jangan lupa
Terima
teman-teman
kasih.
kingdom dan para super fans join langsung Discordnya RRQ. Dan kita akan melihat apakah di match kedua kali ini RRQ bisa menutup regular season kali ini dengan kemenangan 2-0 ataukah sebaliknya. Langsung saja kita akan lebarkan ke para caster. Silakan caster, take it over.
Thank you so much, Alyssa, for that report. As you heard earlier on, if you guys are Kingdom and you guys want to find the Kingdom community, you guys can actually connect with one another on their official Discord.
Have you joined the Discord, Rashi?
I can't confirm or deny.
Arashi's antisocial. I would say no.
Why are you antisocial,
I don't
Rashi?
know.
What's up with
Why are you
social?
antisocial?
Even if I was in, right, I can't confirm it because if people start messaging me, I get terrified, bro.
You get terrified of people messaging you?
Yes, sir.
Why would you be scared of a massage?
A message. It's the, you're gaming and just hear the notification, and you're like, oh man.
So what happened to you after you made that statement?
Which
Beat
state?
Onyx, then talk.
Beat Onyx first, then talk, and talk they did, man.
They did talk.
He ran away into the jungle,
They
bro.
messaged. What? No, you ran away to the jungle?
Yeah, he went into the jungle.
Went to the mountains for a little bit.
Did.
The mountains.
Yes, sir.
Damn, I love mountains.
But guys, please run away to the Super Fans League, all right? Check that out
You don't want to know who's number
on.
one? You want to know who's number one?
I bet
boy.
it's BTR.
Bro, I mean, just look for yourself. I don't know,
It's not. Oh, it is. Groupie. Okay.
Look at where the Kingdom are. That's
RQ Kingdom Bang Bang.
yikes.
Not the best run right now, but it's okay, man. It's okay.
I feel you, bro.
They're still one of the more, the more solid, passionate community. So,
I would say they're the most, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe when you have a lot of passion, the passion, like you have maxed out the skill points of passion, and maybe the skill points of MLBB is left to the teams who have. Never mind.
It's like KB.
KB?
Yeah.
Why? What's
He's
up with KB?
maxed out on Mobile Legends knowledge, and then
And
everything else is just.
Yeah. So
you're Really? For
KB?
So you're saying
Have you
he's a-
asked him for life advice?
Dude, don't ever listen to KB when it comes to
Don't.
life advice. Like you
Don't.
want to listen to him when he's talking about MLBB,
Yeah.
when he's analyzing,
Yeah.
when he's talking about video games. You're like, this guy knows ball. But
Magic chess.
life-wise, it's like he gives you the worst life, worst with a T, like the worst life advice.
It's like Navi on the standings
Interesting.
right now.
Yeah. Oh.
Why did I
Why,
do that?
why would you do that?
I don't know.
That
You
was
started
crazy.
it. You
I
went
never
0-16.
started. I never did it.
You did it from 0-14, right?
Hey.
0-14.
No, 0-11. It's been a while.
You started from 0-11?
he was hyping up the moment of history.
Dude, listen.
All the way from
Listen,
back then.
They are
That is so
about to.
rude.
What do you mean rude? They're gonna shatter the record. I'm rooting for them. What, folks?
For the first time in history.
Do you want to listen? Okay, everybody back at home. Do you want to be remembered as an average bloke, or do you want to be remembered as the best or the worst person who's ever lived? At least you'll be remembered. If you're an average bloke, who's gonna remember you?
The same way when we ask people like, hey, who do you think is the worst player or worst president or whatever?
Yeah.
There's always a name.
Yeah.
And if you ask them like, okay, who's the second worst? They're like,
Yeah.
So that's a fair point. That's a fair point.
Yeah.
I don't condone this behavior.
You literally just did. What do you mean?
You have partaken in this activity.
Actions speak louder than words. You literally.
I felt like I was possessed by something
Yeah,
out of
dude.
body.
Oh, of course. when she does it, possessed.
I was possessed by
I
miracle.
don't know what came over me.
I don't know what came over me, honestly.
That's what I think LaFell.
Guys, environment shapes you. That's why you need non-toxic friends around you. All right.
That's actually cap.
Why?
That's actually cap.
Wait, is cap like
That's false.
all false?
Yeah, not true.
That's not cap.
It's cap, bro.
Like if you surround yourself with like positive people, you'll become positive.
I think there's a
Not really.
there's a balancing
What?
act there too, man. Too positive and
It
you're
depends
like,
on the person. If the person's a little soy boy, yeah, he'll listen to whatever his friends say. But if the man is a man, then he'll get a maniac. Because it's a man, not a boy. A boy,
Boys and geek.
yeah. And he's upper bracket, so maybe you want to be a boy right
he's
now.
second place,
Yeah.
confirmed. Yeah.
So your predictions went out the window, by the way.
16-0?
No, BTR.
What, BTR?
You predicted that they would be upper brackets.
No, I predicted Onic to be, yeah, both are wrong.
What do you mean?
Oh no, the bracket prediction.
Yeah.
I thought like the early season prediction. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wait, which
But to be
prediction
fair,
were you
you
talking about?
listen. You should always listen to Mirko's prediction, aside from the BTR ones. That you don't listen to. Like that is just pure. He's biased to BTR.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's just understanding that your sources can still be biased, even though
Yeah.
they try their best. Sometimes it takes a hold of you.
I don't think he even tries when it's BTR. He doesn't even think about it. He's just BTR.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of those.
And we'll be seeing the drafting phase potentially one more time
Whoa, whoa.
for the regular season here. Ladies and gentlemen, game number 2 presented to you by the official tournament smartphone Samsung Galaxy S25 series RRQ once again on blue side. Hilda, Granger banned out once again. Kalea, Luoyi banned out once again. Will we see whether or not there will be any differences here in game number 2? Game number 1, it was the Hilda from RRQ and then the Harif for Navi.
We'll have to see, man. RRQ back on the first pick. Not really that surprising, honestly, considering that they want to be the ones exerting their kind of game plan. They seem to be wanting to try out a few different things. But right now, with the Kalia and the Loyi banned still, Navi, they seem to be banning things in combos, you know? Now RRQ finally take the chip out of the equation as well. Now for Navi, after banning away the Loyi Kalea that technically work well together, they want to go for an assassin ban maybe. Now it's the Batang.
Oh. Yeah, the Budang was a big problem. I'll be honest with you.
Yep.
But first phase ban?
Yeah,
Like,
honestly.
it's not possible RRQ go first pick Badang anyway. They could have taken it away.
Unless they do.
Oh, wait, they don't go Baksha. Harith.
Huh, okay. Harith already, so strong gold laner. Navi are the ones now with the Baksha option to explore. But what will they try and combo with it? That's the question here. Especially now with the second phase. They want to reveal all of their cards so early on, or they want to keep a few things a bit more hidden. Kimmy.
Okay, makes sense. Because like the first phase of the drafts for Navi game number 1 was kind of weird. Joe Valentina straight up. So Baxi and Kimmy makes a little bit more sense, more flex potential as well for them to work with to try and get a favorable lane against RQ.
Oh.
Wow, that's a statement. Ling and the Cho.
Oh, man. This is Edoc's first Cho in Season 15. We have not seen a Cho for Edoc this season. What the heck? They are going for some real... Or maybe it's Siren. Oh! Washapal!
What do you think, Mirko? This is your boy.
This is my boy, and he'll always be my boy. Washapal, yeah, I mean...
He's picked up the Fanny before this
Yes,
season.
it was a loss.
Okay.
But
Ouch.
so are the other picks, so it's okay, it's okay. Against a Cho, get some lockdown. I don't know.
This is a funny one, man, because Fanny Ling, what season is it?
Yeah, but
there
by
was
the way,
a time where that was the meta.
Is this Baksha Rome or XP then?
Who knows, man? This is Coach Do. Don't forget. Don't forget.
Whoa, whoa, that's wordplay.
Yeah, he is the architect that brings the weirdest buildings to life. So hey, this Baxia could go a couple of different roles, but the Phobius gets banned by RRQ. They don't believe it's gonna go in the hands of the EXP laner.
There you go. And now Na'Vi with a Farsa banned already. It's interesting that they banned the Farsa.
That's why. I guess it has range against the Kimmy,
Yeah.
but the Farsa would be very vulnerable to the Fanny, so...
Maybe they believe that RRQ are gonna have that bodyguard duty on lockdown, so the Fanny won't be able to get to the Farsa. It is a hero that Rins uses extensively as well, so maybe that's why, right? It's more of it's a bit of a respect angle as well. Valentina though for Na'Vi.
Do they want to go Yve?
Is it a Lucas angle?
Either that or do they go Yve, put Kimmy in the gold lane, and they didn't want to play with or play against a long range mage as well, you know? I don't
Right,
know.
limit the longer range options, play the artillery poking game.
Yeah.
That could be it, that could be it. All right, with Moskov banned away though, RRQ definitely have the... I don't know if they have the edge though. Both assassins have insane mobility right here. Na'Vi, they're gonna be forced to expose their first move here. Confirm where the Baxia is going or show us what you have planned for the mid or gold lane.
Okay. What's it gonna be, Na'Vi? They're gonna have to reveal their cards first. Where is the Kimmy and the Baxia going? That flex pick is still up in the air.
Oh!
Okay.
Ruby gold?
I would assume so.
Another flex. Pulling out all the stops
This
here.
is dope.
This is dope.
This is dope.
Against Cho and Ling, I guess the Ruby has some value here. That's that makes a bit of sense. The Ruby and the Kimmy, by the way, makes a very annoying combo. Both of them have skills that can keep you in place. That's on a relatively short cooldown. So RRQ now with all these mobility heroes, what are they gonna try and do here against so much annoyance? It's gonna be the Faramis Terizla.
Wait, there's a lot of AoE, sir.
Oh. Faramis Terizla. Against the Baxia though, the Netherrealm HP is gonna be a bit smaller, but they're gonna be clumping up together for the Ruby to make a big move.
Also Kimmy.
Yeah, so if Na'Vi pick up one more big AoE tool, are they gonna try and just duke it out?
Go eat it, go eat it, go eat it.
What else is there? Oh.
Go eat it, go eat it. It's good against Harith and Faramis. And you have Ruby, Fanny, and Kimmy and Baxia. You want to lock people down for that fight.
Tigreal.
Tigreal. I think the Edith makes a bit more sense. Bruno.
Oh my god.
Bro, Bruno and Kimmy are gonna be so susceptible to that kill pressure from RQ.
EXP lane in Ruby. When is the last time you've seen something like that?
Hey, last time I saw something like that, Cars was still playing XP.
Wait, is it Ruby EXP?
I believe we saw it in the hands of Feb.
Oh my lord, I think it might be on Cars, brother.
Let's wait and see, man.
No, it's Feb, I think.
Let's see.
Cars?
Oh, Na'Vi with light
Cars
rating.
Ruby.
Oh, it is Cars. See, last time I remember it was him on XP.
Baxia EXP with the Revitalize? Is it the lane, the role swap?
We saw
Cars
it before,
Feb?
Lutpi.
I guess we'll see.
That would be crazy, though.
Potentially the final game of the regular season here at MPL ID Season of 15 with an assassin showdown in the jungle between both of these teams. Let's see whether or not Na'Vi can finally crack the code and break their own history. Let's see, ladies and gentlemen, game number 2 between RRQ and Na'Vi.
They won't just be breaking records. Oh, they'll be shattering it. Cars already so aggressive always. This duo in the mid lane, so fast. Ka-chow.
Especially with the Kimmy there. I think RRQ want to be a bit more careful. Bruno Harith, though, interesting matchup, both with good mobility.
Hey.
It's really a bully lane, but look at Shive. Whoa.
What's a football player to an MMA fighter?
To a martial artist, get beat up.
He's lucky that we're not yet at level 4, man. I mean, he would have been taken down without a doubt. Is Bruno an okay lane against the Harith?
It's like, all right. It's not really like, oh, Shapal, unable to get the kill. Diving into the turret. Now, I'm not sure about that. Okay, backs away. Relieves pressure off of Shibe.
Nothing too crazy in the cable department, but all right, you're seeing some moves there. For RRQ though, again, Edok on the Cho, not really a familiar sight as Rins tries to get him.
Uh-oh.
Sutsujin.
A dive! Oh, Sutsujin! La Mercenaria picking up first blood.
That's the kill pressure we're expecting from RRQ, considering Na'Vi technically only has cars to kind of shut that down. We were expecting another playmaker, another setter to kind of stave off that kill pressure, but instead they went in for another gold lane. So we'll see exactly how this pans out. Level 4 is also going to be very telling to how this goes. Rin's not yet at level 4 just yet, so not going to be able to utilize another realm. Unless, there you go, he hits that level 4.
Yeah, they kind of spaced out enough so that the EXP lane on the mid lane is enough to get Dairon and Rins both level 4. But Sutsujin on the far side.
Gonna go for the dive. Shibe only has Purify, will not be able to escape. Toy tanks, Sutsujin takes. Watch up all with the damage still. Dairon taken out. Netherrealm a bit late from Rins. Feb on him already. Netherrealm dealt with now. It's giving Jiku go! But it's not enough. Look at X-Mag. Oh no! X-Mag auto-targeting. I think he hit the turret.
Didn't really get the kill there. Overall, I mean, it was a 2 for 2, but the turtle falls to Na'Vi. All things considered, I think it's still pretty okay, but Sutsujin, whoa.
Doesn't have the ult. Feb caught in the bad spot, doesn't have the puissance either. He might just be left over to die here. Penalty zone, Dairon gets the kill. By the way, I think X-Magic was tapping his basic attack. That's why it went to Turtle.
Tapping the basic attack. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, Tempest of Blades.
Cable, Sutsujin with the blades.
What's stronger, bro? A cable or a blade?
I would say blade, right?
In theory.
A scythe or these fists, yo.
Probably a scythe, logically,
Catch these
right?
hands, fool.
A hammer or a shield, yo.
Oh, I don't know. Is it like Captain America's shield? Or
I think it's just, well, whatever that is. Look, Feb. He has 2 shields. Look at him.
Oh.
So far, the shield is winning against Dairon. Oh, never mind. Hammer.
You're swinging it down.
Okay.
It's so tricky to trade in an XP lane against a Terizla because of the revenge strike. Sometimes you win it out and then, you know, the missing HP damage pops and you're like, hang on a second. This is not what I signed up for.
That's true.
Oh, boom, bang. Way the dragon onto Rin. Sutsujin right there. Oh, 2-man don't run. Walking, I'm offended. Penalty zone into the back line. Finding a time to blaze. Also, Sutsujin with the pinch, boys. Washapal gets the kill. Dairon immobilized, and he might just be fed too. Washapal with a double kill. Rin's gunned down slowly but surely.
Those are kills traded for Na'Vi, right? 2 kills already on the Fanny, sitting at a 202 KDA. Positive stuff. Actually ahead of Sutsujin in that regard. I don't know the disparity in gold, but Sutsujin is still holding on to that EXP diff.
Yeah, it was a play initiated by RRQ, trying to take advantage of that Netherrealm. Didn't really work out in their favor though. As clause completed for Shibe. Oh, duel here.
1v1, but there's no energy already for Washapal. Sutsujin.
Uh-oh.
Not gonna go into the bush. We'll just go and collect the XP crab and cut the wave. Idok! Way the dragon into the Zaman Force. Soy with the damage already. Cars don't run Wolking, but it's not gonna be enough to keep him alive.
Oh.
3-man immobilized. It's magic there. Washapal! Looking for the cutthroat. Oh no! We'll be able to find it. Idok gets away too. Washapal gets the cutthroat down. Sutsujin with the chase down. Divine Blaze. Washapal! Tunnel shot! Oh, he survives! Penalty zone on Feb earlier. Toy gets the kill.
1-for-1 trade, Edok for Feb. And I don't know, for the past few times RRQ have actually gone for a team fight, Sutsujin has not really been present. In the earlier one, he wasn't present at all. In the latest one, Sutsujin came in late to the party. Meanwhile, we saw Washipal already being a part of that team fight from the start. So, I don't know, what's the plan for RRQ? Do they want to win that team fight, or were they buying time?
I think they want to win the team fights if possible, but I don't think they mind trying to scale the late game as well. With a Ling, with a Paramis and Harriet as well. But look at this, Dairon.
Uh-oh, not so tanky. I'm offended, bringing it back. Cars don't run Wolf King, Dairon! Oh! Let's see, Washapal. Okay, go with the cables. Won't be able to find the angle.
energy at half at the moment, but it looks like Na'Vi are already on the setup for the neutral objective.
E-Dog away the dragon. Worship Paul with the steal on the turtle, or the secure rather. Now Toy in the back line. There's a mod force already. Cars able to go for that. Oh, Fab! Taken low. Sutsujin with a killing spree. Shive. Oh, worldy, no way! Oh my lord, that was almost truly a worldy.
That would have been an unfortunate situation there. But again, E-Dog, wow. Just the aggression here, but Shive is gonna pay it back in full. A footballer reaches a power spike way earlier, so RRQ is gonna be careful. It's a 2K gold lead, but remember, when you want to trade evenly, when it becomes a brawl, the team with the better late game usually starts benefiting.
So who has the better late game? Because technically Na'Vi have both the Bruno and the Kimmy if they want to bring it to the late game.
Oh, Rins up in front, a dive! X-Magic taken out. The traction pulse catches Sutsujin, but it doesn't even need to use the Tempest of Blades.
Good calmness of mind there, making sure that if something comes up, if Worship Paul shows up out of nowhere, he will still have that Tempest of Blades. Oh, Shive!
Penalty zone, locking Shive down. One more Chrono Dash and a Synchro Fission.
Prince?
Uh-oh, Worship Paul looking for the cable. Sutsujin almost finding the kill with the pinch poise. Way of the dragon onto the hammer and on Toy. Killing spree.
Worship Paul?
Looking for the damage, cutthroat. Oh! Won't be able to find it. E-Dog in the back looking for it. Sutsujin! Tapping the blades! A shutdown. The blades claimed all of them. Concealed from cars. Gets him away.
And in the end, that's a big trade over for RRQ. Shut down onto Washipal. Sutsujin gets a lot more kills under his belt. He's sitting at 503 with Toy at 304. These are the main carries. How are they doing?
Wait, if my eyes are not betraying me right now, almost a 2K gold difference between the junglers, dude. The whole time we talked about how Washer Paul is always to the fight faster than Sutsujin. But that means that Sutsujin has been farming a lot more efficiently, and with 5 kills to his name, he has so much damage right now, already with the Has Claws and the Berserker's Fury. So even though he has good DPS, the burst damage right now is absolutely ramping up.
So that Lord is going to fall into the hands of RRQ. We do see a trade coming from Shive in the top lane. He gets a tower, but look at the instant invade coming from RRQ. Constantly looking for more oppression, looking for more on the map. Washipal still in the top lane, maybe looking to get that tower down.
1v1. No. Runs away.
He knows he can't beat Sutsujin 1v1. Not anymore, at least. He needs to go for an in-and-out maneuver here if he wants to try and get something massive. The Lord finally spawns through, but ooh, E-Dog, gotta be careful. He has a mobility, but against a Ruby, you never know, right? The Ruby itself, also a very mobile type of hero.
Reminds me of Beloyski. Is this geekable?
Oh man, for Na'Vi? With the Bruno... Oh, hang on a second.
Whoa! Oh! Sutsujin, oh, the chase! Sutsujin, la mercenaria! Claims a solo, Tyra penalty zone, lock and X-Magic, forcing him to purify. Fab, ghost bursted by Rins.
Unfortunately, outplayed there. Washipal by Sutsujin on the Ling, and RRQ collapsed. They know that's information. Washipal not going to be able to have a say in the team fight, and they look for more on the map. Look at E-Dog.
Uh-oh. Rin zoning them in the back. Toy already on that turret. Base turret taken down.
By the way, 4,000 gold difference. Oh, E-Dog looking for something here.
Boom. Bang. Traction pulse, E-Dog. Taken down by the balls of Shive.
Got immobilized real quick. Washer Pro looking for something. They see Sutsujin, but they can't do anything about it. Purple buff gets taken away, wrestled away from Na'Vi. So far, it's a great base defense, but the mid turret has fallen. And RRQ had a 9K gold lead already at only 11 minutes.
The problem is the Fanny wants to try and look for the far lane pressure, but with no purple buff, it's not going to be as straightforward nor as easy for Washipal to try and equalize on the board on the permanent structures.
Especially against Sutsujin, who already has just made an endless battle and a BOD. He has 4,000 gold ahead of Washipal. That disparity is alarming, man. Na'Vi They gotta try and find something here. They gotta figure out how they want to translate into the late game. They do have good damage output with X Magic and Shive. They basically have two marksmans, but at this rate, man, RRQ, they might end the game before Navi get to that potential.
Traction pulse just to open up the map. Shibe, he's gonna have more range on his balls. Velvet gun.
Those are some very impactful balls he's gonna have to use in the next big fights. Ooh, Usher Paul again. So much burst damage. But a team like RRQ, once they have access to burst damage, when they can really threaten a full-on dive, deletion, it gets hard to really respond properly. And now this Lord is gonna fall, man, as Edok scouts around, tries to get in the way. But look at the positioning. They're already setting up for the purple buff. Washer Paul is gonna be punished for trying to match the assassin in the duel.
Oh, okay. Edok was shepherding Navi, essentially.
Yep.
It's like Navi are sheep, and he's like the German shepherd. Like, no, don't go anywhere. My team's getting the Lord. Navi's like, okay.
It's like when you...
There's no way.
Oh.
Whoa.
Where's he going?
Paul. He's going to cut. Will he be able to cut in time, though, because the mid lane is coming in quick?
And there's a minion on the bottom side, too, by the way. Oh, Edok.
Let's see. Penalty zone! Dyron on 3. Feb caught in the midst of it. Oh, the damage from Sutsujin. Will go for the Pine Blades. Oh, Cars. Tempest of Blades into the back line. Oh, that's a kill. Sutsujin going and diving. Toy on the base already. Every single member taken very low. It's a wipeout. They saved the game for a bit. It's a triple for Toy. 13 minutes in, RRQ Hoshi will end the game, carving their legacy into the pages of eternity. Navi, they haven't just broken Wolf's record, they have shattered it!
It's a historical day here, ladies and gentlemen, at MPL ID. Navi going a full season with absolutely no match wins. 2-0 in for RRQ, the Kings of Kings, as they solidify that #1 position on the standings, which means we know now who is going where and who is going against who during the playoffs.
We're gonna explore that later on, telling you at home how and what to expect from the playoffs, but that was RRQ with a statement. That was Navi, though, carving history. One of the longest streaks in Mobile Legends.
Oh my god. Wow. Oh my god.
What do you think, Mirko?
La Mercenaria was too much for Navi to handle, man. Toy. RQ were really having fun with this game, I'll be honest with you. The show pick 2, first time for Edok.
The final matches as well for both of these teams. We're gonna talk to both, but Navi's final bow.
Debut Navi di MPL Indonesia Season 15 memang harus berakhir di sini. Namun segala yang telah mereka berikan tentu harus kita apresiasi bersama. Berjuang sampai titik darah penghabisan. Namun ini adalah one last moment untuk Navi. Jadi dari Navi apakah sepatah dua patah kata bisa langsung disampaikan?
Paling pertama-tama cuma mau bilang minta maaf aja karena season ini nggak sesuai harapan lah. Nggak sesuai harapan banget, nggak lolos playoff, bahkan nggak pernah menang match lah. Jadi gue mewakili player-player gue, coaching staff dan manajemen bilang minta maaf banget atas hasil yang sangat mengecewakan. Kita semua kecewa lah di sini, nggak ada yang ngerasa apapun lah. Tapi yang pasti kita sudah berusaha semaksimal mungkin, sudah berusaha di siap matchnya. Udah mencoba kasih yang terbaik dan ya emang ya belum rezeki lah season ini. Dan terima kasih banget buat Navi Nation juga yang selalu dukung kami di setiap matchnya. Dan thank you juga buat Navi Nation dan Kingdom yang hari ini meramaikan MPL Arena. Kalian gokil sih. Ini ya walaupun atmosfernya 1/10 playoff lah, tapi at least ya kita bisa merasakan 1/10-nya lah di sini. Jadi thank you banget. Selebihnya, we will for sure come back stronger next season. Jadi, sekian dan terima kasih sih. Terima kasih sebanyak-banyaknya dan mohon maaf.
Comeback stronger untuk next season, tapi kali ini kita persilakan untuk Navi memberikan one last bow. Inilah dia, Tim Navi. Berakhir di posisi 9, namun mereka harus berjalan terus ke depan. Comeback stronger dan ini adalah akhir perpisahan kita untuk Tim Navi. Momen ini memang harus menjadi pelajaran. Namun season depan tentunya kita harus mengharapkan kembalinya Navi dengan lebih kuat, dengan lebih percaya diri. Dan tentu saja kali ini berjalan lebih yakin. Sang juara regular season, Tim RRQ Hosi. Satu game akhirnya kalian nantikan dari 2 match kayaknya jadi champion regular season. Lumayan ini ya terakhir-terakhir momennya akhirnya di last moment ini nih Dok. Congratulations. Gimana akhirnya menjadi pemuncak regular season lagi?
Ya alhamdulillah, tapi ya belum nggak senang aja sama hasilnya. Kayak ya nggak senang aja sama match-match kemarin juga.
Oke, match-match kemarin ternyata walaupun udah upper bracket, jadi half season champion, jadi regular season champion, itu nggak membuat kalian cukup senang berarti ya?
Nggak.
Nggak. Hasil kemarin sempat abang marah-marah berarti?
Marah-marah.
Marah-marah. Habis marah-marahin berarti minggu ini, hari ini udah membuktikan diri dong. RRQ belum habis bensin.
Belum.
Jadi kalau kita dengar banyak banget yang mulai berasumsi RRQ udah kehabisan bensin. Kalian bantah dong pastinya.
Ya bantah. Kemarin ya coba-coba tapi ya hasilnya belum maksimal ya.
Jadi sebenarnya lagi mencoba AIUEO banyak hal, mengeksplor banyak hal. Dan memang itu memang menjadi ajang untuk kalian juga bisa bereksplor.
Ya.
Iya, tapi hari ini kita ngelihat juga sudah dimenangkan penutupan manis Susu Jin masuk ke dalam babak playoff di upper bracket. Bersama dengan RRQ menutup dengan indah juga di regular season. Gimana perjalanan regular season untuk Susu Jin?
Ya cukup bagus lah, cuman belum puas sih. Soalnya ekspektasinya 16-0 kan, ada beberapa kali kepleset jadi ya belum puas juga.
Belum puas, pelajaran apa nih di regular season ini yang mungkin kepleset-kepleset itu bisa jadi pelajaran?
Pelajaran mungkin kebanyakan dari diri sendiri sih. Jadi kita latihannya lebih disiplinkan diri sendiri aja.
Mendisiplinkan diri sendiri. Tapi mengingat ini kita ada satu rookie baru yang jadi perbincangan dengan banyaknya rookie. Sekarang Toy dengan rambutnya yang baru. Toy ngelihat momen ternyata RRQ bisa up. Kamu masuk dengan up. Tapi ada down di momen akhir. Gimana keadaan dari Toy sendiri?
Ya mungkin tuh yang kemarin kita kalah ya kita ngerasa udah di upper kan Bude. Jadi kita mainnya kayak agak kurang semangat aja tuh.
Jadi nggak ngegas gitu ya?
Ya nggak ngegas.
Jadi agak lebih santai, relax kayak gitu?
Ya.
Tapi nggak boleh, emang kan udah upper bracket. Udah upper bracket sebenarnya nggak apa-apa ya?
Apa?
Kan udah upper bracket juga, udah ngedapetin banyak hal.
Ya.
Oke, tapi tetap nggak boleh. Boleh atau nggak boleh?
Apanya?
Boleh atau nggak boleh? Mainnya santai, mainnya...
Nggak boleh.
Oh ternyata nggak boleh?
Ya, soalnya kemarin abang sempat marah lagi.
Oh, marah lagi? Siapa yang paling dimarahin?
Kita semua.
Semuanya?
Ya.
Takut nggak kalau abang marah?
Takut banget sih.
Oh, takut banget ya. Tapi hari ini 2-0 udah menang, abang senyum nggak?
Harusnya senyum sih.
Harusnya senyum. Oke. Dan ngelihat dari Rins juga masuk ke dalam babak playoff, upper bracket lagi nih. Seperti halnya di season kemarin Rins, tim RRQ jalannya mulus. Dan apa nih yang mungkin menjadi pelajaran? Walaupun juara regular season ternyata tidak membuat kalian juara di musim lalu. Apa pelajaran dari musim lalu yang mungkin jadi bekal kalian untuk babak playoff nantinya Rins?
Tes. Halo?
Halo.
Mungkin pengalaman yang kita dapatin di ini sih di season lalu. Kenapa bisa runner up juga. Semoga di season ini kita bisa ngilangin mistake-mistake yang sebelumnya pernah kita lakuin lah di season 14.
Dan itu udah akan menjadi sebuah plan yang benar-benar kalian akan jalankan untuk season ini nih. Udah mulai lebih siap berarti dong?
Mungkin harusnya iya sih kita lebih siap aja sih season ini.
Berarti kesiapan season ini dari RRQ semakin matang?
Belum matang sih, soalnya sebelum 2 match terakhir kita lihat kita lagi naik turun, jadi kayaknya belum bagus lah season ini.
Belum cukup bagus, tapi ada break 2 minggu. Apa nih plan dari RRQ untuk menghabiskan 2 minggu ini untuk babak playoff?
Mungkin kemarin kita udah sempet berbincang juga abis kalah kemarin. Mungkin kita ada bonding lah sejenak, jalan-jalan.
Bonding untuk mempererat juga. Dan tentu saja babak playoff menjadi hal yang menarik. Karena kita jadi tahu nih setelah match ini siapa yang melawan siapa. RRQ tinggal menunggu dan ternyata lawan kalian adalah yang tadi main sebelum kalian. Bigetron dan Alter Ego. Kira-kira siapa yang bakal jadi lawan next-nya nih untuk RRQ?
Mau siapapun lawannya sih kami ready sih Bude.
Siapapun lawannya ready.
Ya.
Jadi nggak ada nih kira-kira siapa yang bakal ngedapetin kemenangan?
Nggak ada. Pokoknya mereka yang 2 tim itu semangat aja.
Berarti itu semangat aja, siapapun siap untuk dihadapi. Tapi melihat mungkin Darren yang ngumpet-ngumpet aja di sana, yang dapat MVP di game 1 juga kita ngelihat, makin ganas. Kamu selalu bisa ngedapetin momen untuk tim RRQ. Dan season 15 ini jadi lebih menantang, hero-heronya makin banyak. Kalau untuk Darren sendiri season 15 ini tantangan terbesar apa sih di regular season?
Tantangan terbesarnya mungkin diri sendiri kali ya.
Kenapa dirimu melawan dirimu sendiri?
Ya karena ya kan yang bisa bikin kita kayak gini kan karena diri kita sendiri gitu.
Well, oke. Jadi up and down. Jadi babak playoff apa nih dari diri kalian yang akan nge-push kalian supaya bisa lebih jauh daripada musim lalu?
Ya itu kayak tadi kata Rin udah kita mungkin nanti bonding lah biar diri kita sendiri tuh makin deket sama diri kita yang ini gitu.
Ngomong apa?
Ngomong apa sih? Ya pokoknya gitulah, diri kita ke sini, diri Rin sini.
Sini situ.
Ya.
Biar klop gitu ya.
Ya,
benar. Kita ngeliat kalian udah solid banget loh padahal.
Mungkin ada celahnya juga lah Bude. Kan kita dilihat dari 2 match terakhir ya kalah lah, struggle. Jadi ya buat Kingdom dimanapun berada tetap dukung kita lah ya. Walaupun lagi menang, lagi kalah. Dan buat yang RKK di Bali, makasih.
Belum turun.
Udah cepet ya, udah closing sendiri dia.
Ya udah closing, makasih.
Pinter, Darren. Yang lain gak mau closing nih. Untuk babak playoff. Kita harus nungguin apa nih babak playoff dari RRQ? Kata-kata dari Toy.
Ada keluarga tuh.
Pertama sih aku mau ngucapin ke orang tua aku
Ada keluarganya.
Udah dateng dukung aku. Ya makasih. Dan juga buat Kingdom yang udah dateng. Dan di RKK Bali, makasih udah dukung kita. Dan jangan lupa dukung kita di playoff nanti.
Asik, banyak dukungan semakin semangat ya Toy ya.
Semangat banget.
Semakin semangat dan playoff di depan mata. RRQ kali ini sudah mendapatkan milestone yang sangat baik. Menjadi juara dari regular season. Namun perjalanan mereka masih akan berlanjut di babak playoff. So Kingdom, sambutlah